Welcome to Elite Encounters. I'd like to give a special welcome back to the Elite. Yes, that's you, our awesome subscribers and followers. We'd like you guys to take a look at our channel and take a look at those awesome links as well as that fantastic subscribe button. Hit that and you too can become one of the Elite. We are here every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think we're a couple minutes late today, but technical difficulties.
Damn.
I blame Jinx. Anyway,
Fine.
So
Look, I didn't say anything. You're fine.
we're here for the Soul Severed campaign, and we also have the Bloodlords campaign on Mondays. And check out Barnabas Brushes on Wednesdays. Check out Overwatch Playing Some Games on Thursdays, and we have Critical Knowledge that drops on Fridays, guys. It's everything Pathfinder. So, and join us on Discord and maybe throw a couple of suggestions or things you'd like to see on Critical Knowledge, and I'm sure he will consider what he's posting next. So,
It's always a surprise.
with that, guys,
Even to him.
I was going to say that.
That's not true. I have a plan. I just currently can't get them off the A10.
oh no!
Look, we already did that.
Wait, how do I get it off? I'm just saying.
You log in. Look, you. Never mind.
Yep, welcome to the party, baby.
And here we go.
604.
Already. Here we
Welcome
Already
to
trying
the
to get
party.
it off.
Every other show. Every other show.
Why is it always a dick joke?
Every other show, it is.
I didn't. Who? I mean,
I
if
feel
you-
like this one's going to be an entire.
This one was
episode of
implied.
TikToks. So, previously on Soul Severed, we had the group moving through the Rootstone Nexus after gaining the Equilibrium Heartwood, one of the icons of Ascendance. And under Avery's guidance, they had a clear path. And then something
clear path.
odd
Clear
happened.
path.
We had a
Everyone
clear path
had some
into-
kind of hiccup, and Avery and Esteban dropped unconscious. With them dropping unconscious and not knowing which direction at the fork in the road, they decided to take the portal to a misty glade that turned out to lead to the Harvest Coast, a nation on the southern west side of the continent of Averylon. Back on the material plane, they find themselves looking at the ocean and a town, halfling town built into the side of the mountain and the hillside, but that ends at a cliff with a lighthouse and these contraptions that go up and down to a really long dock that keeps the ships away from the cliffs themselves.
that nobody knew.
Yeah, nobody knew this place. After seeing a child playing with a glowing rock, Chevy kind of tricked the kid into trading for a rock with light cast on it, and they found that they had
It was
in
a
their
willing
possession
trade.
now a piece of blightstone. With that in his possession, they all went to the Salty Thimble and got rooms, had some roasted crab. Irnela sleeping in the stables because Elgato did not want to leave her alone. Esteban being laid in a bed and Avery being laid in a room as well. You guys finally settled in for the night. I'm gonna start today focusing in on Esteban. Esteban, it was in a blink of an eye that everyone felt this pressure behind their eyes as they woke up in the Rootstone Nexus, and you felt it as well. It was almost as if it was familiar yet strange, and felt as if you were being watched. And then you guys continued on. This pressure like a headache that wanted to build, and then suddenly everything stopped, and you felt you couldn't move. It was a second, it was an hour, you're not sure. But as you took your next step, you found yourself singing on a battlefield. Gods clashing before you, death and magic. Moritas and Talvan, tearing the realms apart with their blows. Both of them seeming to start to flag and tire And then suddenly you're in a labyrinth. You find yourself looking at mirrors at each dead end. You see yourself young, you see yourself old, you see yourself as you are now, you see yourself with a changed face, scars, missing facial hair, and then the next you see yourself as your perfect version of you. And it seems that everything just shifts again, and suddenly you're in a crystalline tower. And as you climb this tower, you come upon a cloaked figure. Then you're shifted once more, and you find yourself in a town. As you walk through, everyone greets you by name. Hello, Esteban. It's good to see you, Esteban. You finally take a moment to ask for someone's name. All they say is, "You are," and walk on. You find a shrine with your name carved on it, and it crumbles to dust. And then you're back in the tower again. The cloaked figure ever looming closer as you climb the stairs. You hear the voices of your friends in the distance. And then you're back to your wife. She's found that your infidelity, and as she screams and yells at you, she turns and steps out the door, and suddenly you're remembering an entire life of not being cursed, but alone. You again hear the voices of your friends, so distant, you can't quite make out the words. And then once more you're back in the tower. And you're even closer to the figure. Do you continue forward?
Yes. Always forward, never back.
As you come closer and closer, there's a mask on this person underneath the hood of the cloak. As you get closer, they reach up to grab the mask. And they remove it, and you see yourself, older. No hat, but the cloak up over the top of his head.
This is false, because I always had a hat.
No, this is true. This, and he gestures to you. This is not true. I will make it so.
Meh.
Meh. And this is why I will win and get what I want. You will see. Because as you see me, and I am true, so it will be you.
Look, I hope whenever I get to you, I can explain to me now why this is bullshit. But, you know, whatever. I don't like it. You do look dashing, though. Just need a hat. Just say.
I used it up.
You can't use it up.
So you think? But I did.
What did we do?
He leans close and he says, I destroyed it.
That sounds like something I would do. Never.
What it is.
I can think of about 5 reasons why I would do it. But yeah, you know, I'll argue with me about it later. What do you want?
I want you to go.
Go where?
So that I can make this happen.
Fine, I'll go.
Romeo will save.
Please hold while I empty my pockets.
I rolled a 19 on the die.
Okay.
Suck
So, Chevy, in the morning, you are kind of woken by a walking Esteban.
Like
He's
48.
not out of the
No,
bed. He's walking while laying.
Okay. Like a cat.
And he's just kind of, you know,
Dreamy.
his arms slightly move against bed, and his feet are moving as if he's walking on the ground. And
The former druid in
you
him.
hear him mumbling, and then you hear him say, "Fine, I'll go." And you wake with a gasp, Esteban.
This is bullshit! Excuse me while I...
You see my red hat sitting at the foot of the bed, leaning up at the footboard where I slept. I'll let you have the bed.
First of all, you're on a bed.
What the fuck? What? When is it?
Oh,
When is it?
Oh God,
about
that's so accurate.
probably 24 hours since the last time I spoke to you. Roughly. You've been out. Are you
Yeah.
hungry?
Yeah. What did I do?
Yeah.
Who?
Did you get a French accent after you?
I don't know. Shut up! Sacre bleu!
What did I do?
What did I... Look, I'm all right. Now you're making me self-conscious.
It's called a hard reset.
He did
Are
that.
you
That's
still
why
a
he's a
bard?
bard now.
Are you still a bard? Or did you reset that too?
Surprise. Now I'm a whatever I want to
I
be.
am... Shit, guys. Sacre bleu. Fuck you.
Come on, let's go downstairs and get some food.
Chevy, I do
My
need
God.
I need coffee.
Trebuchet.
Chevy, I do need a fortitude save from you, please.
Oh, shit.
Natural 20. How about that?
Take that,
A
Seer.
total of 33.
All right.
First roll of the night. Or no, he had a roll, didn't he?
He had a roll.
Your first roll.
Your
My
first roll.
Yeah.
That won't
It
happen
only goes
again
downhill
today.
from here. Yeah.
Yeah. Here comes those 6s and 2s.
Oh, yes. 6 and 2.
All right, so you guys head down. Irnela, you probably slept pretty comfortably, actually. You know, Elgato's right there. And you
my
get cold,
own.
you just get closer to him, and he's nice and soft, and
My own fluffy mattress.
yeah, pretty much. So you wake and find, you know, that you've had a purring mattress most of the evening. He's just laying there purring.
It vibrates too.
Best mattress.
Didn't have to
ever.
put the quarter in.
Oh man.
I'm not going to say anything.
I was going to say this mattress has crabs, but that was from the food last
I
night.
gave
So.
it crabs last night. Yes.
There's absolutely not a speck of crab anywhere around. The bucket has been licked clean. The
Wow.
buckets. And actually, as you kind of look around, you're waking. He kind of
I know
puts
what
a
you-
paw on it, and
Yep.
the bucket's a little bent, and he kind of taps it so it goes chunk, 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 chunk.
Message received.
He gets up, does a big yawn and stretch, and follows you.
I will head towards the front door. Not that I can go in the dang building.
You can go in. He just is gonna be poking his head in too.
I don't understand this part, but okay.
I mean, he is a big cat, but he is kind of skinny, but so he could probably get a head and a shoulder, maybe a paw in. And he's got about 10 foot of reach with with his tentacles. So
What the hell?
a little displacer beast baby. So you come walking in right about the time that you guys come heading down.
So we're sitting there eating, and I pull out the stone that I got from that kid last night, and I'm talking to Esteban here. So, Esteban, while you were out,
You found a shiny rock.
I acquired it from a child.
Did you wait, you didn't steal it, did you?
It was a willing trade. I cast light on a stone and traded it for him.
You do know that doesn't last forever.
Yeah, he'll probably try to find me today at some point. But in the meantime, can you take a look at this and see what you might know about it? I know it's a blight stone of some kind.
Yes.
Do you know how we might be able to destroy this?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it, but you need to make it right with the kid, because breaking a kid's heart by giving them a trade of a shiny rock that's just too far.
Yeah.
I thought I trained you better, my son. Because the hat.
Yeah.
No.
It imparts certain sensibilities onto a person. Or some shit. I don't know.
Wow.
Yes. What do you want for this, Seer? Do you want Colt, or do you want Arcana, or do you want what?
Well, let's see here. I would like nature or occultism. Which would you like?
I'm sure you can pull on your bardic knowledge for
Or
stories
you
of
can
robbing
also
small
do,
children.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can also give me a bardic lore. Either way.
that's not very reliable.
Neither are bards.
I'm training occultism, so we'll do that. It should be better. And a turbo die. Yeah, there we go. Math is hard. 27.
Okay. 27. You know that Blightstone. And I just had it here, and I just moved my stuff. So Blightstone is what you're looking at is a kind of a dull black-green stone that, well, not dull, it's glowing, but it's glowing a dull green, dull black green with veins of violet running through it. And it's unnaturally heavy. It's kind of cold to the touch. And what you know is that it is a stone that can be formed when void energies align and seep into buried natural nodes of gems or certain types of rock,
So
especially where death and rot is already strong.
it's corrupted,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, or not really corrupted. It's extraplanar.
It can feed on the life essence of soil and water, stealing nutrients and slowly poisoning an entire ecosystem. And this is just a small piece of it, but it could definitely make you sick even holding it, which give me a fortitude. And a fortitude save.
25.
Okay. Which you're not feeling any effects of it. Just the thought of it kind of makes you squirm a little. They say it was, they were once divine seeds of corruption from the War of Ascension. Used to unmake sacred ground.
Got it. So, this rock is bullshit. And how do we destroy it, Brain?
Well, with your 27 in occultism, you know that it can be removed. It can be removed and placed somewhere else. Maybe if you can get it to the plane of the void, it wouldn't cause any issues. Or you can seal it away in some kind of blessed vessel. However, you
There's
can
sunshine.
also you can also
Wow.
give me a nature. Let's see if you know any more about how to.
Sunshine and Silver will probably be asleep for a while.
25.
Okay, you know it can be purified or destroyed completely through ritual means. And you also know that just breaking the stone will get rid of the void energy. However, if you break it, it will send a temporary mist of corruption out in just kind of a scatter, probably fill this room, and it would cause quite a bit of harm and damage right immediate.
Got it. All right, I have an idea. So, we have a couple options. One, we could move it and fucking accent again. Put it in the elemental plane of void, which bullshit. Or we could destroy it, or we could store it in a vessel. Blessed vessel. That's why I wanted Sunshine, because she can do that. She can make things, I'm assuming, like that. Not.
She can also like make pocket dimensions, right? So could we just like put it in its own little place?
I was thinking maybe we could take it and put it into the pocket dimension, and then I could destroy it in there and suffer the ill effects of it, because it will temporarily, it'll release all the void energy out and cause damage to everything in the area. But I was thinking that would be the safest way to do it, because I don't feel like moving a whole bunch of void rock to the plane of void, because that just sounds like a bad day.
Okay.
Maybe if we had someone that was, made of that, and they could go do it, because it would just be a really, really bad day.
Well, it's not just pure void, so...
It's close enough.
Yeah, pretty close. But you're pretty sure it wouldn't heal several. You know that.
It's a rock of bad days.
Yeah, this rock is stupid. But anyway, so yeah, that's what the thing. So I'll hold on to it.
You think Silver's sword might be able to crack it?
Probably.
All right. Put it in pocket dimension. Silver will swing his sword at it. Boom.
Yeah, profit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we need to find all of it, because these may have come as... So from the Ascension Wars and all the things that have happened, these are like droplets or corruption that have happened, and it messes with the land. It can destroy the entire ecosystem.
You think this might not be the only one here?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely not.
Oh, great. They might have a problem on their hands.
But once we identify it, we could, give them, these are the staffs to take care of it, and then they can fix it themselves.
We should probably find that kid and figure out where he got it from.
You stole the shit from him, so,
I didn't steal it. He wanted the glowing rock that I had more than the glowing rock that he had.
Yeah, but it was a disingenuous trade.
For the greater good. He's not sick because of it.
Okay, he's not dead, but, you may have hurt his feelings, and that hurts my feelings, and I don't like it. So feel bad and make it right.
I pull...
These are life lessons from Dad, so
I pull
write
a
them down.
rock up off the ground, and I cast light on it, and I say, "Here, Esteban, here's another glowing rock for you."
Go fuck yourself. Give me 2 of them.
I think I can only cast it on one object at a time, so...
You didn't get another rock.
Put that one in your pocket first.
Okay.
Okay, here's another one. Don't look at the first one.
Don't look at the first one.
Yeah, maybe, you should work on your power there, Anyway.
As they're talking, I want to walk in and be like, Chevy, who's your friend?
Oh no. Oh no.
Fuck. 45 minutes later, and that's how we met.
I'm like totally joking, but I'm trying to play it off like I'm not.
Okay. I mean, he just kind of went with it and started explaining who he was. Apparently, in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Go ahead,
of
start that.
explanation.
That was not.
It's only been 8 hours since they've seen you. It's been 24 hours since you've seen all of us, but we've just slept.
I love that.
Yeah.
Does that mean I forget about you? I wish it worked that way sometimes.
Why?
Well, there's some... Okay, do you know that there are some people in this world that you don't want to remember?
Oh. As a person who has memory problems, I guess I don't understand that concept.
You guys are two sides of the same coin.
So there's no breakfast just handed over to you guys or anything. Normally Sunshine would have it ready for you, but you guys don't see Sunshine down here. And
She's busy.
I'm not sure if she might be in their kitchen or what, but
That
Yeah,
sounds
because
like
that's where
Sunshine.
Sunshine always is in the kitchen.
Sunshine's like, let me take over your kitchen.
What? There's nothing.
She created a tiny cabin to have her own kitchen.
Oh boy.
Did you say oh
she
kitchen?
does carry a frying pan with her.
Right, I do.
Old kitchen? Own. Oh, enunciate, please.
So how
no.
are you guys going to talk to the proprietor, or do you guys
yeah,
just
we-
wait?
She's gonna sit there and stare at the table like,
Yeah.
where the fuck is breakfast?
Where's my food?
Come on,
It
Sunshine.
always just
where's
appears
the
on the
food?
table. That's how it works.
It really does.
I've never had to make my own
I've
or
never
buy
had
my
to
own
ask.
food.
Never had to have an order.
Not for
just-
breakfast.
I'll order.
I've never had to ask for food before. How does this work?
I would like bacon, please.
Oh, I don't know if you heard or smelled, but we're at a harbor town. So if you want some seafood, fresh here.
I was going to make a comment about fish, but I shall restrain.
Oh my god.
Yes, it's from the sea.
Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
I know where we are. I can smell it.
Have you been here before?
It's an acquired skill. Being able
Esteban's
to
used to the
identify where
smell
you are
of
by the
fish.
smell. Correct.
I press digitize. Always.
Have you been here before? Do you know anything about this place here, Esteban?
Have I been here before?
Kind of look around. You see that before you guys come down into the main opening room of this tavern inn, it looks like you're on the interior of a ship. You've got the side of a hull on either side, with the portholes being the windows, and then just a wall built in the front with the doors. And see a little halfling woman kind of bustling around through and cleaning and doing things. And other than that, you haven't really seen outside.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go outside and take a look because I may have been here. I get around.
Give me a society.
I don't have it.
Okay, well, give me a bardic.
What? You don't have society?
Do I?
it's like half of your job.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have it. Sorry, I was thinking it was a lore. It's not.
I mean, you can give me. You can give
what?
Me a bardic.
I've never used a society roll before.
I was like, what?
Good for good reason.
Yeah, I rolled a 3. I'm hungry.
I can't think straight without
Free
breakfast.
total.
No, and I have 18 as a total.
Okay.
Society, and then because I'm like, wait, no, hold on. I'm gonna do a bardic instead. Fuck, I'm go for there. I'm doing another one because fuck you. I rolled even lower. It's great. I'm done.
Just toss the whole dice tray.
I don't know shit about this place.
Holy shit.
That went 3-4-2 for those watching at home.
Give it back.
What's the total with that?
All of them together?
About a 9.
7.
Look, I haven't rolled this low since I was with your mom. No.
Wow.
But I guess the real question is whose mom?
That's up to you. I would like to say yes.
Well, the morning's about to change real quick.
Well, at least we have breakfast.
No, you don't.
I love how he's avoiding giving me that total with that low roll.
Which one do you want? The first one?
The first roll. You
Yeah,
don't get to just
18.
decide to roll again.
No, I can. You just want to take it.
Your bardic was an 18 total.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you hand this over to Esteban? This is what you know about
Go
Winderfoot.
fuck yourself. That's what it says.
That's what you know about Winderfoot.
O-M-Y.
What's this
to
say in
FYM.
parentheses? In wild speak, go fuck yourself? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's what your bardic stories and such tell you. So.
Great leader once comes out of this place.
So, you know, has anyone ever looked at the spoons?
The
The spoons?
spoons.
The spoons at the restaurant here?
In the town, just anywhere. Have we eaten here yet?
I had some crab last night. I used a tiny fork, but I didn't have a
Well,
spoon.
I just use my fingers.
Well, I'm looking at the spoons because apparently this Winterfoot was founded on cursed silver, so all their forks bend to the left. Or spoons, sorry.
All of their
The forks
spoons.
are normal. Yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know.
Bend to the left.
Look, it's halfling stuff. All right. I don't understand their culture all that very well. I'm just a man.
Can they not just bend them back to the right? It's metal.
I hear that's painful.
Why is every?
If we keep this up, it's going to be death metal.
Every other episode.
Also, Also, the mayor's hat apparently is filled with warding stones. The runes. I really need coffee. It's too early. Apparently, I've had too much sleep, so I'm still sleepy and my brain's all foggy.
Okay.
And spoons and warding
Laura
rings.
says
I'm gonna leave them there. I'm gonna go head upstairs where Several and Sunshine were staying.
You head
and
to the back.
head to their room.
Jesus.
I'll take my copper pieces.
Wow.
I'll let you open the door.
What? We had a bet who would knock first.
Yeah, which one of them would come up and knock first?
We need Sunshine.
I'll let you open the door.
Yeah.
Are you dressed?
I just opened the
His
door.
eyes closed.
Oh, that's right. I'm an elf. I would open the door no matter what. Because it doesn't matter.
Are you dressed though?
Ish.
Okay.
Okay. When y'all are decent, would you mind coming down? We have some things to discuss about this Blightstone. You might be able to help. And you're
Covering his face.
just like, come on. More than a sheet, please.
I'll walk up behind her, put my arm on, we'll be down in a minute. And I, don't have no shirt on. And
This is decent.
Claw marks.
Or-
At least cover it with a sword.
For
That would be
elves.
like,
Cover it with the sword.
You know, you should be glad that we're more modest.
that's pretty good size.
I've seen bigger.
X'd out.
They're killing me today.
So, and while Esteban appears, you what?
He's like, where do I find those?
Oh, that's right. You didn't spend a whole lot of time in the Angel's Forge. You were
Or with your mom.
in the bedroom.
I was like, no, we were everywhere. We were on an extraplanar voyage.
Yeah, you are.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Well,
It was.
we'll shut the door, we'll get dressed, and we'll head downstairs.
Hey, mine's longer.
It also curves to the left.
Yeah, it's
Hers is a
also
spoon.
cursed.
That's true.
Oh gosh.
Well, this game with the shit.
All right, so you guys get decent and come downstairs. Well, no, now I'm saying it. You guys come out from the back where all the rooms are.
Decent by human and halfling standards. Because we were decent by elven standards.
All right.
What?
Your hair's still disheveled a bit, but
It's morning.
happens.
All of our hair is bad.
Mine is perfect.
I'm sorry, except for his.
we're all wearing hats, so I don't know.
Exactly. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, have you ever taken the head off? No. That's an untamed mess.
How long has it been since it's been cut?
We don't ask questions.
Still fits under there.
What year is it?
What year is it? Nobody knows.
All right.
So tell us about this stone.
Well, they said it was a blight stone yesterday.
So,
Oh, welcome back.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Did anybody check on Avery?
Who?
no. I'm sure she's dead. It's fine. I'm kid. Don't look at me in that tone of voice. But
I
no.
want you to know when she comes back, I'm going to act like I don't know who she is.
It only works for me, but do it. Everyone else is having fun with it.
I expect nothing less.
Who's this guy? No.
Yeah. Like I was in your presence. I was asleep. I don't. Who are you?
Yeah.
But anyway, Blightstone. So basically, it's extraplanar. It causes problems. We're going to need to borrow you, Sunshine. If you could lend us a pocket dimension, and Sidril, if you could go smash the Blightstone in the pocket dimension, so it could release the void energy, and then. Okay, fine. Let me start at the beginning.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Please
also
do.
do know rituals to purify it.
Yeah, there also is. Look, I want to break shit, okay? I'm having. It's faster. Look, we could also do a ritual, but that sounds like work.
What kind of plane do you want me to open up to? I can't create them yet. I haven't tapped into that.
Wait, can you just open to the plane of void?
Maybe?
Can you just chuck the rock into it?
Maybe? I might
Because-
be able. I might have to find a portal to said void.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem. Okay, well, look, if we could eventually do that, that would make it simple. Our options are we could take the rock, put it back there. Cool. If we leave it here or anywhere else that isn't that, it'll creep and create more corruption. What?
Okay. So you were telling me this story earlier about this Ascension War, about this Blightstone, right?
Yeah,
Okay. How long ago was that?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I haven't had any
Like
coffee.
long time ago? Like last week?
Thousands.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Thousands
First of all,
years since the
okay,
Ascension.
Okay, hold on. It's important. So
in,
let's say it was.
in human scale, very long time ago. In elf scale, it was Tuesday.
How about halfling?
Last Saturday.
Okay. So regardless. So let's say it was 1,000 years ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Whatever. Wouldn't you think that if this stone was laying around somewhere, there'd be like widespread devastation for 1,000 years that it's just laying here?
It could have been. But
Like-
something else could have been keeping it in check, too.
I mean, sure. Why don't we just take it and put it on a boat and throw it in the middle of the ocean?
Because that's still an ecosystem.
Clearly, it's fine. It's been 1,000 years laying in the dirt.
But what if it was not fine wherever this was found, and this kid found it somewhere, and we gotta find the kid and figure out
Also-
what happened.
Okay.
We need to know the story. here.
So there's...
Hey, look. It's a floor rock. In 5,000 years, it's going to destroy this place. We should probably find all of those and fix them too.
Telekinetic projectile, and I just wanted it in your face.
You'd have thought that he would be happier today.
I was interrupted. It sounded a little bit like this. Several, we need to borrow Sunshine.
I'm going back to bed. Anyway.
Everything we do lasts a long time, okay?
So you are the bipedal version of a tortoise.
Whatever you say. Okay, so we're hunting for these pebbles, these blight stones. Yeah?
Do we have to?
Yeah,
I just wanted to hunt for a
Probably.
kid.
Wow.
We don't hunt people.
Well, you know,
sometimes we do.
I mean, maybe if we give it 9 months, you will have one. But
Jesus.
Actually,
I don't-
their gestational period's like 24 months.
Who?
oh,
I don't think so.
I'm not sure the undead can create a
Thank you very
living
much.
being.
Hey, he can go, and the thing just works.
That 100% happens. However, I just shoot blanks.
Wait, zombie blank? They're like,
Yeah. They just swim a little slower than most. But man, we're resilient as fuck.
I don't have to do anything today.
her radiance automatically just kills them. So
Yeah.
it's like a UV sterilization.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
The best birth control.
Sit down.
Just don't drink your drink, Seer.
right.
So, actually,
That's not how
I wa-
any of this works.
I want to explore this more in depth at a later time, but we have to worry. Look, the bard is being the one here coming up
voice
with
of
the
reason.
voice of reason. So
Actually,
we're-
kind of both bards are. He wants to find a kid. And you're talking
I mean,
He's the one that brought
he's
up the other
he
thing.
he's a bard light.
Bub.
But backup
Lighter.
bard.
Yeah, back up bard. He's more like I don't know.
Bird and
A chip
tree.
off the old block.
Yeah,
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
probably. With me,
Not a blink.
Successful encounter with your mother. Yeah, you're right.
Not a blank.
I want initiative on
Did
that
Chevy
one.
know his mom?
I mean,
Oh.
do
Look,
they ever know their mom on a boat?
that's fair.
Wow.
I feel like we're gonna have therapy again.
Probably. You at least.
Family
I-
counseling.
I totally. Anyway, let's go deal with this blight rock thing.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So let's find a kid
I'll
to see
follow
where he found
yeah,
it.
I just walk outside, pick up a kid.
Oh my god.
Found a kid.
What do you know about this rock?
Kid is screaming. Random elf just comes out and picks up.
What do you know about this
halfling
rock,
child.
kid?
Okay, what the fuck
Random
is it with?
halfling child. This little girl is
If it's not a
screaming and crying.
Several, put her down. You're gonna get her.
Put her down, she runs off crying.
She's wise to do so.
He hasn't had his coffee yet. Come on.
Look, hey,
That's what we
Hey.
needed
Have
them
some
for,
coffee.
wasn't it?
hey,
For breakfast?
let's have
Not-
sustenance and coffee, and then
We can hunt children.
then we can regroup.
We can hunt children.
Okay,
Fuck is wrong with us?
so we'll sit down and have breakfast and eat and have coffee, and I'll have none of it.
Are you just gonna be angry today?
No, I'm perfectly fine, except for I was interrupted, but that's okay.
Well, welcome to my life.
Sounds like he's
I
gonna
don't-
be angry.
I don't think we interrupt you when you're doing your angel thing. Okay, thank you very much. It is much faster though. You're kind of like a what is that? 2-pump chump?
Wow.
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 Wow. No.
If you're the tortoise, he's the hare.
I mean, slow and steady wins the race. So we're having breakfast. For fuck's sake. Okay, kill the stream. Let's start over.
Last time.
Previously on Soul Severed.
The bard and the fighter were making ass of themselves. Got it. All right.
45 minutes of what the fuck? Okay, yeah.
Yep. No. So you guys
Damn.
get. You talk to the proprietress, and she will get you guys some breakfast
nice.
going. Giving you guys some awkward looks as she gets you a breakfast spread. You guys start eating. It's pretty good. You eat. The gravy tastes off. If you have any of the gravy, it's
Is it fishy?
no.
Lighty?
It's just it's off. You
It's blight.
drinking any juice, water? It seems off.
Is it tangy?
It's a
Like
little.
spoiled?
It's a little blighty.
Is it blighty?
Sorry.
Just Esteban or all of us?
No, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Kind of tastes a little off.
Off like expired food or off like
Not quite expired food.
Don't normally cook breakfast.
Like
Ingredients
maybe
are not so good.
maybe the ingredients weren't so good. Maybe the water used wasn't as clean as it should be, or something like that.
Timmy's in the well.
I think she has prepared our food with bath water.
Did we notice this last night with the
Crabs?
salt roasted crab?
What are we eating?
Shrimp and
He's
grits.
wanted bacon. There's some shrimp. There's some
Biscuits and gravy.
biscuits and gravy.
Does the shrimp taste weird?
The shrimp? No.
Would you
tastes
know?
fine.
Have you ever had a shrimp?
Yeah, no.
Shrimp in the breakfast.
But it doesn't taste
But-
like
I mean-
made with
But,
bath
you can
water.
tell
Do
us
you like the
something's
taste
off.
of shrimp?
Cajun
Huh?
people.
Does Silver like the
and
taste of shrimp? Do you like?
Yeah, he likes it.
Okay, then yeah, it tastes fine. Tastes good.
Okay, so and then I'll pick a piece of the bacon up. I've had bacon. Does that taste weird?
Bacon tastes fine.
What the
Bacon.
fuck?
Avery.
All this tastes
You should
fine.
probably go check on Avery. She's missing out on the bacon.
I'll take a
Pocket bacon.
Pick a plate up while they're stuffing their face, and I'll run it up to wherever Avery's door is, and I'll just set it outside.
You hear a growl from the other side of the door.
Just smell it. It's bacon.
The door opens.
You actually hear it.
This far.
Does a paw come from underneath the door?
Yeah, just like reach out.
More like a claws, like
The plate isn't going to fit. I'm opening the door.
Over your butt.
you
Whap.
open it. It's like there's something heavy in front of it, and you hear movement. And
Sure. I
move,
just slide the
stupid
plate
cat.
through. When she decides to get up or whatever she's doing, here's her breakfast.
$3
Like,
says it's
fuck
gone.
That is mine.
You can eat it if you want. I'll never tell.
you go walking off. You see her kind of shift her weight back against the door. Door goes.
I come back down. I think Azara's gonna starve Avery out.
Yeah, I take it she's not awake.
I mean, I don't know. She wasn't yelling at me for opening the door, so
I mean, if she's not yelling
that's a
at you,
positive
she's-
improvement.
What's with her anyway?
Right, well, she fell unconscious with you. She's still out then.
Not like
Not
with
like
you.
together, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
Oh my gosh.
Look, I have a rule. She's in the party, therefore she's off limits. Because it just makes it weird.
silly rules.
Look, I only have like 3, and that's one of them. All right.
What are the other 2, just for curiosity?
I haven't made them up yet.
Always wear a hat.
Oh, yes, you must always have a hat. And know where your boots are.
And know where your boots are.
In case you have to run.
Yep.
Sometimes it's hat and boots only.
And that's why he doesn't sleep at the party. Because he can't run.
Look,
Sometimes it's hat and boots only. that needs to be on a shirt.
Hat and boots.
Sometimes it's hat and boots only.
Can't leave the hat.
I love it.
The hat never
Right.
comes off.
hashtag hats and boots only.
You guys have a decent breakfast, but again, you know, anything that would have possibly been prepared with
Water or
water.
grains and whatnot grown around here.
Yeah, tastes a little off.
Weird.
So,
Proprietus. I have a question.
the name's Mary.
Oh, hello, Mary.
So,
As he
a
hides his head.
rather plump halfling woman.
The food was good.
Deception check.
He said it was good. He didn't say it was great.
No, I just like I like the look on his face, and he's like, "Fuck."
20.
Hey, okay.
It was good. It wasn't great.
Yeah. I was wondering, have you ever seen? I reach into my bag and I pull out the rock, and it's the Blightstone. Have you ever seen stones like this anywhere?
I don't think so. I've seen a few kids walking around with stones, but I don't think that I've seen them with
Because
glowing ones like that.
these are poisonous and dangerous, and
Should you be holding it then?
no, but I don't want to put it down.
Well,
What?
I'll be sure to tell my patrons to watch out for them, I guess.
Yes, like if you see them and we're around, just let us know, because we're going to work on a review them, because they can corrupt the land and cause sickness and bad things and do things.
Really?
Yeah. They're actually from the elemental plane of void.
Well, you
Blew
know,
her mind.
The water around has been bitter lately. And almost like it's been stewing in metal. Would that be something?
Yes. How long has it been that way?
1,000 years.
That's not been that long. It's been about
Saturday.
I really noticed it about probably a month ago. I mean, I've even heard that some of the local fishermen are avoiding certain parts of the coast due to sick water. That's what they call it. The fish taste
Off.
off from there. Yeah, it tastes wrong.
Can you give us some names of the fishermen, or is there a specific wharf that they're all from, or just?
Well, they dock out on the dock down the cliff.
Okay.
But it's, I mean, just the fish that I've gotten from the market sometimes that are just off. But
No, that's helpful, because if this is in the water, then it could have broken off and could have, some washed up on the shore, and kids could be playing with it because, oh, it's shiny, and yeah. But yeah, we need to.
Most mothers don't let their children go down toward the water because we don't exactly have beach, we have cliff, and
It's a one-way trip.
yeah. Now there's some ponds over in the forests that maybe they'll let them go to, but probably not unsupervised.
Well, I know children, and I know I as a child, I would do whatever the hell I wanted most of the time. But I understand. So I'm sure there are some wayward and others that would go and do, get away and, oh, I wasn't at the thing, mommy, whatever. And
Possibly.
so yeah, thank you for the information.
You should probably wrap that up in a towel or something and hold on to it rather than barehanded.
Can we hear this conversation?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm not keeping it quiet.
It's not quiet.
she grabs her bar towel off her shoulder. Would you like a towel to wrap it in?
Sure. Here.
She'll hand
Where-
you the towel.
Where does this establishment source its water from?
Well, I have a well.
Out back? Like,
No, it's in the back. I pump it up from there.
do you know where the underground source of the water comes from?
We've got a spring down there somewhere.
Okay.
I'm wondering if that spring is tied to like everything else. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's probably tied to some more of the
Like
folks'
the
water as
aquifer.
well. I mean, we kind of assume that our freshwater springs are coming down from the mountains.
I just, have you always owned this bar?
No, it
Ah.
was my father's.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
So,
I've had it for a long time now. It'll go to my son when I'm gone, but he's on walkabout at the moment.
I'm gonna give her a plot
Chewy buddy.
for her towel and information and
Just
food
'cause.
and everything, because I can.
Thank you. Yeah, I apologize if you had the metal taste in your gravy.
No, it's fine.
It seems even milk does it sometimes.
that's understandable.
Where did the cows get their water from? From the pond that you mentioned?
Possibly the pond. I'm not
Or
quite
the
sure where they
farmers
take
might.
the cattle.
Have a spring that they pump water from as well, I suppose.
Maybe it's coming from the mountain.
Could
Maybe
be.
all the water coming from the mountain is
Coming down.
coming down, and it's either the mountain could be the source, part of the source, or it could be running through wherever the source is
Like
of
like
the
it's-
Blight Rocks.
Uh-huh.
stones.
And it's filtering.
Well,
I say
I do know that Brother Farron has said something about the water and a couple people being sick. So if that has anything to do with it, he might be a good place to look as well.
Very, yeah. I mean, it's
and he's
related.
where?
Brother Farron?
Mhm.
He is over at the beacon. The Harbor Light Beacon.
Is that the light that's in the water?
It's the temple and shrine to Yunka.
Ah.
It's also part of the lighthouse.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you for your time and thank you for the information.
We'll head that way, and if Chevy happens to be accosted by a small child, we'll ask that small child where he got the rock.
As a precaution, I'm picking up another rock, casting light on it. I'm just like, I'm making a show of it, tossing this rock up and down in the air. Just
Didn't you already have one with light on it? Oh no, it's in Esteban's
it's in Esteban's pocket, but he's not supposed to look at that.
Yeah, he
so.
can't look at it.
No, no, there are rules with the light rock.
I can cast it as many times as I want. It's just
It replaces.
it replaces the one
Yeah.
that I previously cast.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like a rocko wisp.
So
yeah.
I'm just, as we walk, I'm just tossing this, trying to like draw attention to it in
Okay.
hopes that the kid maybe sees it and
is-
runs toward me.
Avery safe to stay where she is sleeping?
Azara's not going to let anyone
Oh,
in that
okay.
room.
Yeah, I'll pay for her again. We'll be back to stay the night here again. If you keep our rooms.
Like how you
Alright.
Give
didn't
her,
say
I'll pay
sleep.
for him.
You said stay the night, not sleep.
Semantics.
What you do in your room is on you.
Yeah.
Look, I'm also in that room.
So it'll be on you too.
Still on you.
Wow.
Look, don't make this weird.
Too late. Too late.
Late.
I do need some perception checks as you guys head off toward the lighthouse. Again, you're as you see this place in the light in the morning, it's a very pretty little town. You have a few structures that are actually built up in stone and wood, but you mainly see these little mounds that kind of disappear into the hill, and they're usually decorated with flowers and plants on top, and moss and such. And what do we have on our perceptions, guys?
33.
27.
22.
31.
18.
Okay.
Oh my god.
As we're walking,
gotta
can
get
I
rid of
also
that
use
thing.
the Celestial Resonance Rock to detect the presence of storms within a 10-mile radius?
Yeah, you don't detect any storms.
Nothing.
So, I mean, you could just look.
I mean,
There's
from this
mountains
high
and
up,
stuff. I
maybe
don't know if there may
some of
be.
it.
on the other side. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be some on the other side of the mountains behind you guys, because as you walk toward the lighthouse, you're walking toward the water. You can see the ocean just spread out, and you guys, those of you that got over a 30. So you're looking at this cute little town. You know, some places have these little signs above the door of the mound, and one such is you guys all do see the Tarn's Tinkers and Trade, and you see the green root remedies as you guys are passing through, but those of you that got over 30, you notice that there are some something odd about flowers that are growing through here. They're not leaning to the left, no.
That'd be funny
Nobody's-
as shit.
Still nobody's seen a spoon, though, just so you guys know. Nobody's seen a spoon yet in this town.
There are no spoons.
Well, I mean, they're all leaning to the left, apparently.
The spoons are a myth.
So,
They're all
something
sporks
about
here.
the flowers you guys notice is trying to think of how to describe it other than just tell you.
Blighty.
No, they seem okay,
They seem okay.
but
Just like his breakfast was good.
it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's bright, it's light out, and you guys had come through earlier toward the evening, and the flowers were completely open in the night. They seem to be
opposite.
closing back up.
No, they're
They're
Nocturnal.
like
Nocturnal
they're
flowers.
not quite, almost as if they're blooming in reverse,
Off cycle.
not even off cycle, more by in
Oh.
reverse, like the
Wrong.
it was already out, and now it's closing back up into the bud.
Oh. Timey-wimey.
Wibbly
Nonsense-y.
wobbly.
Those of you that got over the 30 do realize that about some of the flowers through here.
Oh.
And as you guys are walking through and you
That's not
see
right.
that, you do see the lighthouse up ahead, and it is built into and on the cliff face as well. So it kind of hangs out and over like its own little natural balcony of stone as well as, and it's pretty decent height to it. But the bottom is a pretty large building that's half over the cliff, and you can see the symbol of Yunko above the door as you guys approach. You see the lotus with a katana behind it, and it's pretty warm looking white stone building. There's some vines that are growing along it.
Take it this is where we're going to meet the brother.
That's the temple.
As an aside, is Yunko your deity?
It is.
It is. Oh.
She is the supreme goddess of good.
I think it's probably safe to take a drink.
Look, shenanigans have abided for the moment.
Yes, story
For
progression.
the
Yeah.
Down
moment.
to business.
Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, right.
That's what she said.
So you
Long
guys
time.
are looking at this lighthouse that's a shrine / temple. You do see a small statue, probably about halfling sized, but it's a statue. Those of you that have anybody have, what's your DCs on religion? Does anybody have at least a 15 DC religion?
The cleric.
Maybe a 21.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
if you're,
26.
You mean my number plus 10? Damn, I almost have that.
you almost have that.
Oh.
You wouldn't just, if you have a 15
I have a
at
2
least,
as a base.
if you have at
Let's slow
least a
down.
15, you can recognize that as a statue of Brian. Which is the supreme deity of neutrality. And it's a small little statue of a cloaked figure. And there's a pedestal. And their hands are under a book sitting on the pedestal. And the cloak comes down over the face, so you can't actually see the face. And if you get close and you kind of want to look at the statue, there's not really a face there. They don't put one on these statues normally. And there's vines that have grown up and twisted around it, almost decorating the entire statue.
What did you say that name was?
Brian.
Brian. Okay. Just making sure I heard it right. I heard
Yes.
Brian at first.
That's
I was
what I
like,
heard.
Brian with a G.
Well, see,
Brian.
there's Yunko and Brian, and
There's
You're and Brian.
And then
The guy
Jeff,
in
and then
biscuits.
Jeff and Dale.
the Lord of
Yeah.
yeah,
Brian is the neutral deity.
nobody talks about Dale.
Also supreme
Is
is
that the brother to
Yunko's
you?
brother, and we don't talk about their sister.
What's the name of the deity of time again? What was that one?
The god of time.
Yeah. What
It's
was
the
his-
god of time. That's how you say it.
No, that doesn't sound right. He had a name.
yes,
That you don't say.
he also has a day.
What's the name
So
of that day?
I guess I don't understand. I don't understand that concept. Like, if you're educating people on these things, why can't you say their name? I just don't get it.
I'm just not saying his name, okay?
You know why? Because he likes her.
Sunshine says, I don't want the creepy guy in my ear.
Hello, how are you? You know.
Stop it.
All right, so you're gonna go find this brother guy.
Yes, we are.
I'll be outside.
He's still grumpy. His morning is interrupted.
Jeez.
Clang.
Did you steal that cup from the inn?
It was a fair trade.
But was it a
Oh,
willing
full
trade?
circle. All right, so who's going up and opening the doors? Sunshine.
Me.
All right, anybody else going in with her?
I'll follow her.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you guys go walking up into the into the lighthouse and where is it? Yeah. So you guys go walking in, and you see that it is a kind of a modest shrine to most of the good and some of the neutral deities that you would think of. It fits. It's a nice little temple. Mainly, though, you have a beautiful spread at the very front for Yunko. And you see a human cleric. He's wearing white robes with gold trim. And he looks up. Good morning.
Good morning.
How can I help you today?
Okay, what was the brother's name? I'm so sorry.
Something that started with an F.
Farron.
Farron. Would you be Brother Farron?
I would, and you'd be Sister...
Sunshine.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sunshine. I've not seen an elf over this way in a long time, especially, I guess it's not right to say golden. Sun elf, like yourself.
Yes, I'm traveling. I have a few more companions.
Well, do your companions need anything? Are you all healthy and hale? I should assume you've been taking care of them.
I have. We actually have some questions.
Absolutely. I'm here for questions.
We found a stone.
A stone?
Yes. It is a blight stone.
Great stone. Great stone. You mean those, you mean the ones you sleep on and you dream your death?
What?
No, I've never heard of those.
Are those
I
glowy?
swore that was
Glowy rocks?
Oh,
I could've
I'm so
swore
sorry.
That's what a blight stone was. I thought you.
This is Ernela.
Oh, well, hello.
Forgot she followed me in.
Yeah,
She's
no,
so
I
rude.
could have
think
swore a
everyone
blight
except
stone was
for-
one of those things that you
Did you
slept,
go
you
in?
put it on your pillow,
Okay. Everyone
and
but
you
me.
sleep on it and you
Oh.
dream your death, but it's from somebody else's perspective. But I must be thinking of something else.
I believe so. Esteban,
The stone.
this stone, please.
Presenting
Indiana Jones.
yes,
Glowing.
I mean,
hat.
That is a blight stone, and it was found here. It-
Found is. Yeah.
We found it.
Someone found it.
Would you like me? You know,
Yeah.
my dear friend Chevy here, decided to play a little bit of a. He took it from a child after giving them a light stone.
Yeah. A light stone for a blight stone. I think it's a fair trade.
well, yeah. Would you put light on a stone?
Yeah.
I'm sure the child was fine with that. They might have forgotten about it the next day anyway. And if that's a harmful stone, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah. See, the brother says that it was okay. So
I
don't
never.
think it's a bad
I didn't
Uh,
admonish you for doing
But
it.
you got it from a child. Which child? Do you remember the name?
I didn't ask his name.
Kevin.
He was the one holding the stone.
It was on the way to the salty spittoon.
Thimble.
Thimble.
We had just gotten into
Sorry.
town. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he about this high,
He was about as
Brown-
tall as a halfling.
brown hair?
Yeah.
He describes the kid.
Does it match the description of the
It
kid?
matches.
Yeah.
Does it match description of every
Yeah.
halfling ever?
I think you just described half the population here.
Oh, he's sick.
Oh.
Oh. He wasn't sick yesterday.
He's sick this morning. His mother had me come out and see him.
Oh.
Do you mind if we ask where they live?
Well,
Or were you able to help them, first of all?
he seems to be doing a bit better, yeah. But he wasn't doing very well at all. He had kind of looks over at that blight stone. Now that I think about it, he had the vein on his head that almost matched the purple of the going through that stone.
We need to know where he found it.
Yeah. Make sure there's no more circulating the town.
Well, if I tell you and you go see him, don't take that anywhere near him in case that's what made him sick to begin
Oh,
with.
of course.
Of course.
I don't know what
But
the...
he wasn't sick yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's withdrawal. Maybe he's been in contact with it so long that now that he's not in contact with it, he's suffering ill effects.
Well, he's definitely doing better. I did a little bit of restorative magic, and he seems to be doing quite a bit better. So, but his mother's going to keep him in for the day.
Okay. We'd just like to go and
That's
ask
a
him
good
some
idea.
questions so we can maybe help
Okay.
prevent this
yeah.
from happening.
Yeah, you can find him, and he'll start giving you directions through by types of flowers on mounds, and he finally says they like their weeds. They got dandelions all over there, so you can't miss them. Just all the yellow.
Don't look at me like that.
Waiting on you to lead the way.
So you guys are gonna head over
Just-
there next?
Okay, give me a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then pretty much it's like, okay, give me just a few minutes. I haven't been in a proper temple for a second. Go up, say my thing, and then
Yeah.
we leave.
You probably do need to pray.
I prayed this morning.
I think shouting his name is not the appropriate kind of prayer.
Is that what you heard?
I heard a lot of Yunko coming out.
Damn it.
You're not supposed to drink.
I wasn't expecting Chevy to make a little comment at the end. Okay,
Should always be ready.
No
Always.
it's usually him or the one at the end, not Chevy, that makes me about spit my drink.
Look, Chevy's at the other end.
Hey, we all get our turns.
All right, so you guys are
Seed.
you guys wait.
Fade to black.
You guys wait for Sunshine. She finishes up her prayers, and you guys heading toward this child's home. What were you doing outside while they were in the temple there, Simple? He's the only one that didn't go in.
Pouting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's not pouting. I think I'm going to just sit on like the stairs maybe. And I kind of pull my sword from like my back or wherever I have it and just kind of lay it across my lap, and I just have my hand on it, and I'm like, what do we think about this place?
I mean, we kind of got it ingrained in our head about these places, but I don't know. It doesn't feel bad.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel good either.
True.
I don't
Not like other things.
well, that's true. But I don't like this idea that they know that I have this.
You mean me?
Well, I think I've always had you, but yes, this weapon, yes. And if Sunshine is so worried about saying other deities' names, could you imagine if I just walked into a temple? That's like a conduit of like, here he fucking is.
Well, I mean, do they have, I don't know, alliances and stuff? I mean, are there certain ones we should avoid?
I mean,
I don't sense anything. Well, there's a slight. Ooh, yeah. See that? There's a slight presence to the fucker in there.
who?
The fucker.
Should I say the name? Am I allowed to say the name? Since it's only in your brain.
I don't care.
Talvan.
Oh, he's in
Feel
there?
it? Well, it's something. There's a little something. You feel it?
It could be the rock. Because that's kind of close to what I felt when we looked for it yesterday.
Yeah. Maybe it is the rock. I don't know. Maybe we should let them get away from
I don't know.
here and we'll feel
Sure.
again.
It just,
We can.
I don't know how I'm going to interact with these places because I don't want to compromise what's going on because
I mean, fuck those guys. I'm meant to kill them.
well, that's exactly what I'm saying. You're meant to kill them, and I think if I walk in there, they're going to be like, "Hello, what the fuck is that?"
Well, I think the one I'm meant to kill is busy.
I believe that, but I'm sure the guy has friends somewhere.
We should find out if he has friends.
I mean, I'm sure they all talk
Ooh,
at
we
whatever
can kill
meeting
them
they all
too.
attend to.
We can totally kill them too.
I'll add them to my list.
Yes.
And then the door opens and here they come.
You could almost like feel smooth. Yes. It's a list.
There's a
Let him
list.
get ahead. Let him get ahead.
Yeah.
Because I want to see.
Okay.
Because now I'm curious. You know, I've decided that fucker's evil, right?
Talvan?
Yeah. Evil.
I mean, I don't know that you have the authority to dictate his morality, but I suppose you can see it that way for sure.
I mean, he is evil. He needs to die, right?
Is that the moral dilemma here? Is if the thing is evil, it needs to die?
Oh, no, not necessarily. I'm just saying that one definitely needs to die. He's doing evil stuff. He's evil. Yeah, it works. Come on.
I feel like overnight you've turned into some kind of holy crusader.
I've always been a holy crusader. Hello? I am made to kill a god.
Huh.
We don't get too far away from the steps before Sunshine stops and turns around.
Tell him to keep going. Oh, not her.
Not that one.
Took me a second to be able to know who was there. I don't exactly have eyes.
But you do.
Yeah, yours.
Yep. Look, we're running an experiment. I'm trying to see if I can sense where this. So yesterday I was able to sense this Blightstone because it has some deific influence on it, and I need you guys to walk a little further that way so I can see if there's any of that kind of influence in this temple because we felt it earlier while you guys were inside.
Who's we?
Me and my sword.
Oh. Well, I'll let you and your sword do all the feeling.
Was that.
That's twice in one day.
Was she concerned?
More than twice.
Was that a concern that you're using we? Or was that a concern that we're talking?
The correct answer there is yes.
Okay. So you guys continue forward a little bit and give him that space to take a look. All right.
We'll make it 40 feet.
31.
31 feet.
So you're kind of sitting there and concentrate, and there's still, nope, there's definitely a presence in there.
So do we go find it?
Yeah, maybe we can test some stuff on it.
Oh boy. I turn around and I walk in the temple. I'll be right back.
You go walking in, and you see this human cleric dressed in white with the gold trim.
It goes
Hello,
in on its
sir.
own.
How can I help you? It's a pleasant surprise to see more than one elf in a day.
Well, I'm traveling with the other one. She's way more pleasant than I am, I
didn't
promise.
want to assume. How can I help you, my good sir?
I don't know how to explain this to you other than the fact that my sword allows me to feel the presence of an evil entity, and he feels this presence inside the temple somewhere. And if you would like, I would love if you could walk me around so I could help identify where it is. This place is very sacred to Sunshine, and if it's sacred to her, then it must be important to me.
Well, very well. I mean, I can walk you around. We've got shrines to some of the other gods around, but there's nothing evil, though.
I assure you there is.
I mean, I can detect that type of presence myself, but there's no evil here.
Let's walk.
Very well. He takes you around, and he will point out different deities and explain which ones are which. And
I'm
as he
loosely not
gets
paying attention to
yeah,
him.
as he does get to, he says, you know, we have small shrines to each of these, and then when you get to the greater circle of seven, then we've got, you know, here we've got the god of death, and then we've got the god of magic, and then
Matt, hold on.
That's the one.
What's his name?
The god of magic.
Hmm.
His name is Talvan.
That's him.
Well, he's not evil. People can use his influence for evil. He's more of a neutral.
Do you know what's going on?
That's a no.
Are you there?
No.
Okay.
What do
I
you
am
mean
your conscious.
going on?
No, that's what this is.
No, that's your soul.
What'd you say?
There's a difference.
What do you mean going on?
You see, I mean, we're still in Averylon, yes? Okay. Yeah. So,
You guys are kind of at the southern.
yeah, up in the Elven Nation, there is a giant split in the earth
Well,
that is literally forming a giant rift across the nation. I saw this with my own two eyes as we approached. There was some kind of cataclysmic something going on in this rift. Sunshine saw the god of magic and the god of death fighting in the middle of this rift. Every time they struck each other, the world shook and the split grew in size.
how big is the split? I've felt a few tremors lately. I thought the earthquakes were a little.
We've been feeling
Frequent.
we've been feeling them for almost a year. So to give you an idea of how long this has kind of been going on. This sword is forged with the sole purpose is to kill the god of magic. I know it's a shock, but in the grand scheme of things, the god of death is doing his job. It's his time to go, and the god of magic is running from death.
Is that what you've found about this, and how that's? Is that what have you guys found that to be true somehow? Or?
Found what to be true? Which part?
How do you know that's what's going on and why they're causing this rift?
Sunshine saw them fighting.
No, I understand you saw them fighting. I'm saying, how do you know that one is right and one is wrong? How do you know that's actually what happened?
I had a very good friend of mine that was touched physically by the god of death and removed her ability to cast magic. And she was set free from the condition that he was imposing upon all of the people who have the ability to cast magic. I'm really surprised it has not reached down here yet, unless you don't have people who cast arcane magic.
No, what was he doing?
He was causing them to walk. A compulsion to walk toward the center of Averylon, because he's using them like batteries. He's fueling his fight for the god of death with the life essence of the people who worship him.
So you're saying that the reason that our local wizard packed up shop and just left was because of the god of magic?
Correct. The gentleman who came in here that had the red jacket on, he has a daughter that's affected. I had a very close friend that's affected to this.
And how do you what happens to them? He's using them like a battery.
Yeah, he pulls them to this area, and he has people that are there to feed them and maintain them to keep them alive, so he can feed off of their energy to fight the god of death, as the god of death is just there to reap him because it's his time to go. He uses them up like a battery and then tosses their lifeless husks aside to replace them with other wanderers that make the mistake to get close enough to be compulsed into that.
That's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Can you give me a moment I need a moment to reflect and speak with my goddess,
Sure.
and then we can come back to this.
Sure. How long do you need?
I'm not sure.
I'll go visit the boy's house, and I'll come back.
All right. And see him kind of look at the shrine, then go walking over to the.
I will, as I walk by, I will pull out a copper piece and I'll drop it into the plate of the god of death.
Okay. You get to the door, and as you're leaving the temple, you hear from the Divine Vein. I think you did good. I think you did real good in there, you know?
Yes, but I don't know what kind of waste we've just caused, so
Well,
here we go.
hey. It's good waves.
Yeah.
It's good waves. They need a tidal wave. Knock them over, and none of them worship this asshole. All right, shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So you guys have already gotten to this little house by now.
I come out and I'm like, my skin's on fire, my skin's on fire.
So you guys have found the little house, and I think that's where we're gonna take a break while you guys get ready to talk to this child. Because streamer's got to stream.
I do have to do that, but damn it.
Raid bucket.
If you guys would like to,
Raid bucket.
anybody that needs to go do that can. I have to show off something that. So, Barnabas, Patrick dropped off a lot of things. We've got new figures, and I'd given him something when we all kind of first started and asked him if he would paint it for me. And I've got it back now. So this is my little custom piece that he got for me. He got me painted here. And it is my dice box, and it is totally my mimic dice box. This thing is amazing.
I said it was a mimic. He's like, it might be.
It is so great.
Everything's a
Look at
mimic.
that thing.
Everything's a
It
mimic.
And this is why I have trust
Freaking
issues.
awesome.
Right?
He has painted it up. I've got my dice in it. It is awesome. I'm loving this thing. Thank you so much, Patrick. This looks amazing.
To watch him in action, he'll be on tomorrow.
Absolutely, guys.
on his
you
own
can watch
channel
him tomorrow.
on Twitch.
And
At 5 p.m.
yeah.
Eastern.
Eastern.
You know, there's a world. It does have a spherical shape.
I was
is
getting
true.
there.
Actually, it's
All right.
what an oblique spheroid.
I will let you guys talk about spheroids, and you guys can chat with
Not
everybody. And
steroids.
I'm going
Spheroids.
to be back.
Spheroids.
You go stream. We'll talk crap
I
while you're
think
gone.
spheroids. I think I had some of those once. My doctor gave me a cream.
Now he is sounding like your son.
He's
Yeah, he
learning.
is.
You know,
Yes.
Chevy here made. What's your actual name?
Chevaux.
Chevaux.
Chevaux Tant.
Chevautant. Actually made. You know, the character whenever he was made completely separate of anyone talking, and it's like, hey, apparently the hat and the coat and you know all the stuff. It's like, it's in period, so you know it's cool.
Apparently, Esteban has a reroll.
What?
Just now redeemed to give a character a reroll. Esteban.
Who did that?
Evil. He also said eat a fat one Overwatch. So,
Okay, that's fair.
Eat a fat one.
I love you too, Evil. You can go fuck yourself.
Oh god.
That's a friend right there.
here's a
Hey,
reroll.
here, let me help you out. Eat a fat one.
Wow. I love it. Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm gonna go Q.
So PopCon coming up.
Yep.
Sure is. I'm
June
so excited.
27th, 28th, 29th? Is that
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Yes, yes, yes.
We will be there. You do not need a ticket to see us. We're in one of the free rooms, correct?
He said 134.
4, I thought.
Yeah. I'm not.
I believe 134.
Yeah, it's like in the hall. There's like the door that comes in, and then it's there.
Yeah.
On the.
We're going
Right.
to be doing bar fights for bonding, which I haven't personally experienced,
Nor have I.
but I heard that it's fun.
Here comes someone that might be able to tell us more about it. Bar fights for bonding.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so, you know. Alright, so, bar fights for bonding. And to answer your question, yes, it is 134.
Yay!
So,
I was right.
Bar Fights for Bonding is a interactive kind of party game. We come in, it usually runs anywhere from, 6 to 12 players, and it runs anywhere from 20 to 60 minutes, depending on how many players there are. But you are given at random one of 4 classes. We have a fighter, we have a monk, we have a wizard, and we have a sorcerer. And you will then take this large-scale D20 and roll it. And if you get anything above a 10, so 11 up, you'll do whatever your damage is that your class can do. And then you have some movement speed, or movement points that you can take steps and stuff. So you'll move around the room that we're in, kind of like a King of the Hill kind of thing, I guess. Last one standing kind of wins. So we have, for example, you may have 60 hit points, and you may do 5 damage per shot or 10 damage per shot. And it's your goal to eliminate everyone in the room and be the last one standing. So.
No propane is involved.
Yeah, 0 propane.
Despite the King of the Hill.
Yes, correct. Damn it, Bobby. We are doing games on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if you play on Friday and you win, there is like a championship game on Friday evening. And we'll invite all the winners back. And they will be able to compete for some really cool prizes that I have been in talks with the president of PopCon that we've not been able to, I can't tell you what it is just yet. But there will be a championship game on Friday, one on Saturday, and one on Sunday. So if you play on either of those days and win, you have an opportunity to come back and win a prize on that day.
Either way, I'm excited.
Oh, it's going to be a great time.
Other things coming up? Can we announce things yet? Live shows
Not
or
yet.
anything? Okay.
Not those. Not yet.
Okay.
Not quite.
This is a live show.
Yeah.
Like live, like somewhere else live.
Yeah.
Our biggest thing right now is PopCon.
Yep.
Yeah, so PopCon's going to be super fun. I know you guys, you mentioned it's kind of in the free area. But again, we always encourage you to reach out and buy a badge to PopCon because it's a great show. We have a good working relationship with those guys. So we don't want to sit here and undercut what they're doing. So, support PopCon, buy a badge, come hang out with us. But if you do want, or you don't have the ability to buy a badge for PopCon, you can come see us in room 134, which is in the Indiana Convention Center, in one of the main halls there that is free and open to the public. So it'll be a good time.
PopCon has a lot of really cool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
If you happen to be a dice dragon,
Or
there's
Goblin.
tons of dice options there. All your gaming, everything, like all the games.
I know.
Of course, people in costume.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to be great.
Cosplay there. They have authors are there. There's last year they had a big, huge author area where they had people who had written books and that kind of stuff. I know there's going to be a couple of improv shows. If improv is your thing, there's going to be a couple of those. And there's another group that is doing the world's largest dungeon for charity. They're raising money for Extra Life. That's going to go on Saturday, I believe. And so we're in talks to them in case they need some extra bodies, in case they need some help fielding out some of their tables. They've opened up their invitation to us to come and play if we want. So, man, it's just gonna be a great time.
There's so much there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time.
There's so much there that you should come and actually go into the center and look at, besides just the free area. There's so much.
For sure.
It would take the 3 days to actually see everything, and then there's a chance you might miss something.
And then once you get your fill of PopCon, you have Gen Con around the corner, which if you've not gone to Gen Con, or if you don't know what that is, Gen Con is the largest gaming convention or gaming convention in North America.
The best 4 days.
The best 4 days in gaming. That's right. It is quite pricey to attend, but I do believe they still have tickets available for Gen Con for all 4 days. So if you are local to the area and you haven't gone to Gen Con, it is something that my family, we've gone to every year since, I don't know, like 2002 or something.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. You get, I mean, there's so much stuff at Gen Con. They rent out Lucas Oil Stadium. They have all the exhibits in the convention center, and I mean, it's crazy. But
They spill out into the hotels around and everything. It's Gen Con is
Yes.
definitely wild.
That's in August, I think.
It's
yeah, it's
July
Or Gen Con?
30, 31, August 1 and 2.
Oh.
Oh.
and Fake Queen, thank you very much. It's the never-ending dungeon, not the world's largest dungeon. Those are two totally different things. I couldn't remember which one it was, but appreciate the correction there.
Yeah, Gen Con has a different type of dungeon. They have a true dungeon.
Well, they have a true dungeon.
Yeah.
That's
a fun
you
game.
might as well be LARPing at that point.
Yep.
I've definitely jumped in on that and been one of the actors or sent people through it. It's been fun. So you guys should check out that as well.
It's gotten pricey over the years, though.
It definitely has. It
It's-
definitely has.
I have spent more money on less fun for a weekend, though,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
relatively speaking.
For sure, like, you know, when you boil it all down, for
Yep.
sure. But man, if I can't say enough about the community that is here in Indianapolis for the gaming and you know, all that kind of stuff. This whole city sells out every year for Gen Con, and it's been here for quite some number of years. And
yeah.
we go all out. You know, you see people talking about, like, when Taylor Swift came to town or when the WWE came to town, we replace street signs and all kinds of stuff like that. We go crazy. There's banners we put up all over the city. The buildings all say "Welcome Gen Con, 2025." This city does it, and it does it right. So, man, it's a great time.
Speaking of that, you said WWE. You know, there's actually last year at PopCon Indy, they actually had wrestlers.
They're going to have them this year too.
They'll probably have them. It's I believe it was the WCWO, and they're actually a local wrestling group that I've been part of before. So you should definitely check them out if you get a chance too, because they're always a good time.
Look at Barnabas coming through.
Yeah, WCWO. That's actually my home arena, because I used to be there and I used to wrestle. So fun stuff, guys. Yeah, I was a pro wrestler.
We're a very diverse group. I do have a group of friends that'll be at PopCon as well.
You don't have friends.
Friends other than us.
Bitch, what? Circle City Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We have a couple mutual friends that are with them. They also do charity and whatnot.
Yep.
Absolutely. So we're just waiting on Esteban to finish his stream, and then we will get back to
All right.
this.
Indy's definitely popping for the games.
Yeah, man.
And
They definitely are. You've got all kinds of things around, guys. You know, if you're in India and you're looking for a gaming group, just check out any social media and
Reddit,
put yourself
Facebook,
out
there's
there. You will
groups,
find
yeah.
all kinds of people in Indy, and you can find and connect with people at PopCon, and you can start your own gaming adventure with bar fights for bonding and learn other people
That's
that you
right.
can game with and hang out with and start, again,
every good story starts in a bar.
in a bar. Which,
And every great story starts with a bar fight.
Yes.
Haha.
Which you will definitely see at PopCon.
Yep.
Esteban,
With us.
pinch it off, Margaret.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go, buddy.
Pinch it off.
If you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it.
Yes.
I mean, it's Esteban, so.
Huh?
He's streaming outside.
Huh.
That, I'm sure the HOA will
That's-
enjoy
yeah.
that.
I think that's a misdemeanor.
All right.
Don't get arrested, Esteban.
Please.
Or do.
At least not on the front porch of this house. Go to the neighbors.
Yeah, for
There's
sure.
that big empty space next door.
Yeah, there's a common lot next door. Let's just stay there.
Yes. All right.
But absolutely, yeah.
I'll be completely honest with you. Let's just continue on without Esteban because he's definitely not going to be
He's
talking
coming.
to this child.
I'm here.
Why wouldn't you talk to the child? You never know. Well, he is the one carrying the Blightstone.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
Look.
okay, first of all, I'm going to talk to the mother so Esteban can.
all right. When you knock at the door, you have a halfling woman who answers the door. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
We would like to speak to your son. And you.
Strong start.
He's a bit under the weather.
I know. We were just at the temple.
All right.
It's about what may have made him sick.
He said he was getting better. Now he sends you. Oh my God, my little boy.
It's about what may have made him sick. We think we know what the cause is, and we would like to know where he found it.
All right.
We're trying to protect the rest of the town.
Well, it might be a bit of uncomfortable for you to come in, but you can come on in. You have to duck down, watch your head.
That's fine.
This is definitely a halfling-sized dwelling. You will need
Looks
to
perfect.
be
I'll
crouched
stand
down.
up tall.
Oh yeah, you can absolutely stand up tall.
I'm only 8 feet tall, according to my mini size.
100%. Jeez,
Yeah.
Pete.
Or you know what, Ernayla could just do the talking, because she's not cramped.
I mean, I think Chevy needs to be in here though, because Chevy's the one that found the,
Yep.
or
Yeah, well,
not found, but
took the rock
Stole
from
the
the
rock.
kid. Yes, stole the rock.
swapped the rock with the
Swap.
kid.
Rock swap.
Hey, Sunshine,
Yes.
you can cast light as well, right?
No.
You
She
can't cast
is
light. I know
light.
you are light, but I was just wondering if you just happen to have the cantrip, know the cantrip to cast light.
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna give him 2 rocks, but I can
kind
only.
of.
Yeah. Okay.
She
Just kind of
is.
happens.
Okay. Just trying to find something to cheer him up with, you know.
So
Kid's feeling sick.
you guys crouch down and come in.
Yeah.
I don't know, a glowing sun elf.
All right. So she calls back. She says, "Carvin, Carvin, come on. You need to come out here, son. There's visitors."
But Mom, I don't feel well.
He kind of, you see him kind of come down the hall. It's kind of, I want some more broth, Mama. Oh, we'll get you some. We'll get you some, son. Come in here and sit down. Comes in, he plops down. He goes, I know you.
Yeah.
My rock back.
I don't think you want that rock back. Hey,
I
where's the rock that I gave you?
Oh, my window. It stopped being bright.
Oh. Well,
Ow.
I can fix that for you. Do you have another rock? Do you have a favorite rock?
You're just gonna keep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have it.
I don't think that one's gonna be your favorite.
No.
I think that one's the one that
Was.
made you sick.
You
honestly.
do see this, like,
Yeah.
little receding purple vein coming down out of his
Yeah.
scalp.
I pull out a mirror that I've got in my bag and I kind of show him, say, "Look, you see that purple right there?
I know, Brother Fern took care of me. I'm feeling
Yeah.
better.
Well, you remember the purple on the rock? That looks similar. I think that rock is what made you sick."
I don't think so.
How long did you have the rock?
I don't know. Found it yesterday,
Jeez.
maybe. Yeah.
I think the important
Where was that you found it?
Keeps kind of giving you a sideways glance and goes, I found it at in at the edge of town where you come in.
And you found it,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
basically right where we met each other?
No.
No?
No, other side. of
Other
town.
side of town. Okay.
She comes back in with broth and gives it to me. Thanks, Ma. Yeah, there's no more over there.
Okay.
You won't find more. That's why it's mine. I'm only one. Picks up the bowl and just
I love him.
starts making noises. He's eating, drinking it.
Can I use detect magic in here just to see if there's, other than the rock that Esteban's carrying and then our personal items, is there anything that's like glowing in here in the
Sure.
house?
You can try. Yeah. You've got, magic coming off of your friends.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not sensing any kind of magic that you don't normally sense around them.
Okay. Just making sure he's not hiding more rocks or something somewhere.
In his closet, just glowing.
Yeah.
I mean, you could give me a perception, see what you
Sure.
think about what he's saying.
Sure.
It's just like a total uranium factory upstairs.
Perception, that's a 28.
Okay, 28. You're pretty sure that he's totally not telling you where he found it. That he's totally lying. You're pretty damn sure. He doesn't trust you.
Makes sense.
Sure.
If I sent my friend here who totally betrayed you with a rock that stopped glowing, if I sent him outside and asked you some questions, would you answer me truthfully?
Well, that was telling the truth. And what? It was telling the truth.
Hey, is there a toy that you've been wanting recently?
Bribery.
Your bed.
Yeah, I'm a rock.
No, that toy in the window that Mom says you just can't have. Maybe later, maybe.
You mean at Tarn's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How much is it?
Carven. No. But
It's okay. It's all right.
no. Carven.
Let us
Be
buy
nice.
the rock from him. Make it worth his while.
Well, he traded it to him.
It
was a
is
fair trade.
No,
He didn't
it
tell
was
him
not.
it would stay glowing forever.
no, but it wasn't. I mean, it may have been fair, but it wasn't.
Honest.
It was just disingenuous, and it bothers me. And I'm a bard, so
Yes. Your moral compass is.
Fine, go ahead, Carven. There's this boat. They have a boat, and it's like this big. He puts his hands out, right? But he's a little halfling kid.
Yeah.
It's probably about this big. And it has this piece that you have to turn it, and then if you put it on water, it moves on its own.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's really cool. I really want it. Mom says I can't get it because it's too much.
How much is it?
The thing's an entire 15 silver. That's crazy for a toy.
Yeah, but it moves on the water.
I understand it moves in water, but a lot of Tarn's things do things like that. He's a
Okay.
tinker, but it's because it's a larger piece and it's more, and he just
It's
doesn't
alright.
want the smaller boats.
It's all right. Are you okay with this deal?
What if we ask a few more questions, and for every truthful answer, we'll give you 5 silver.
Said his mom. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me start with this question.
I need more broth, Mom.
A
Yeah.
lot more. Mom, go. Fuck off.
I need to tell these people the truth.
She kind of
so-
taps her foot. We're gonna have a chat. As long as it doesn't cost me my silver. She takes his bowl and goes walking off.
Okay. Now that she's gone, where did you really find the rock?
In the cave.
Was there more?
But there's also this really scary dude.
Oh,
Yeah, he's kind of green, and I had to run away.
He's green?
Yeah, he's green.
where's the
Kind
cave?
of, not like you, green, but he's green. And he's much bigger. He's really big. He's really tall.
Where's the cave?
It's over by the, over near the docks. But farther down.
Down the cliff?
Well, farther down. And he points
Oh,
north.
like down the shoreline.
Yeah.
That's. I also was thinking the kids.
You finally arrived. Esteban, you're
scaled the
standing
cliff
outside, I
to-
take it.
I'm like in the door.
Okay. You kind of crouch down, peeking in the door.
I'm just standing outside.
You're just gonna stand up.
So, we can't give you this rock back
Okay.
because it made you really sick, and we need to. Now that you've told us where we, like, it's gonna make the whole town sick.
People may die.
Which
And-
now we have to ask. You said there were more of those rocks. Were more of them brought back, or is this the only one?
I could only carry that one.
Fair enough.
Okay.
There's bigger ones.
Sure. Sure, there are.
Are they like as big as me?
No. No, they're like that big. He shows you. Probably about,
Bowling ball size.
yeah, about bowling ball size.
Okay. So I'm gonna like.
That was 5 questions.
Okay. Thank you.
That was 5 questions.
6 questions.
He says that was 5, but it's 5. Is 6?
Yeah.
That's more than 5.
That is more than 5.
It is more than 5.
There were 6.
Uh-huh.
6 questions.
So for 5 silver each question, that means you've truthfully answered enough questions for 2 boats.
Okay. Okay.
So I will, but I'm going to give the silver to your mom.
Aw.
I know. I know.
But it's my silver.
Okay.
She
Are you going to lose it if I give it to you?
No. I'm gonna go get my boat.
That's like 3 plat. Yeah,
It's
okay.
yeah, it's 3 plat.
3 plat.
It's okay.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah. It's a small price to save the world.
Right.
So I will give him.
You give it to him in silver or platinum?
No, I'll give it to him in silver so it jingles.
Okay.
Yeah, there's more of it.
Yeah.
He's-
Yeah, yeah.
We can give it to him in copper and we'll
Yeah,
get
yeah.
a lot of it.
You can't move it.
No, not in copper.
How much does weigh? This weighs more than you, kid.
Yeah.
Go get your stinking boat.
Puts it in his shirt and he starts heading toward the door. She goes, I don't think so, young man. You're not going anywhere right now.
You're sick still, sir.
I feel so much better. I feel even better with my boat.
What's the who's the proprietor? Who is the proprietor of the? Is it a toy store, or is it
It's a tinker shop.
It's
tinker
a
shop.
tinker shop.
Tarn the tinker.
It's Tarn. Tarn's the...
All right.
I'll let him go pick out his boat when
No,
he
I was
gets
just
better.
curious. Yeah.
I think we have the answers to our questions.
We do.
Thank you. You have a good day and feel better.
And don't go
Do feel
looking
better.
for any more stones.
I feel so much better. She's
Maybe
like,
I'll look at it.
no, you're not going anywhere. You can get it later.
Maybe
Thank
tomorrow.
you so much.
Thank you for allowing random strangers into your house to pay your child for answers.
When you put it like that, that sounds even worse. But thank you. So you guys go walk it out. You can hear her. I'm telling you right now, Karen, you're not going today. Fine. I'm gonna say count my money.
As we leave, I say thank you, son, for your business or your faithfulness here.
business.
And I tap him on the shoulder and I cast light on his shirt, so now he's just glowing for the next day.
Cool. Mom, look. Mom. So you guys leave this small house.
Yep.
Yes,
While they're
please.
distracted, I put like 3 platinum on the table on the way out.
Okay.
And everyone else steals their shit.
We're gonna loot.
I'm looking through their drawers right now.
Oh God, put more money in there. Poor.
Sunshine, do you have the thievery skill?
Hell no.
I do.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Thievery.
I'm going to aid.
By stubbing your toe on the door
Creating a
jam.
distraction.
Hold on, it's cracked. That looks.
Nat 20 on my aid.
All right.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Untrained.
By the way, my aid's more because cooperative soul.
All right. How much? So with cooperative soul, what does that normally do?
I don't know.
I believe he gives it I think it's a 4.
Yeah.
I believe so. Because he's, so fucking helpful.
Whoa.
Well, either way, with your help, she will place that there, and you guys leave. And what's your next destination?
The Bat Cave.
Are we ready for the cave?
To the cave!
I think we have to.
For anybody
We
else.
need combat
Damn.
because this is like the most boring.
We've gone
episode.
It's
we've gone this
shopping
far and
episode.
Avery's
Oh.
still asleep, so we might as well finish what we're doing here, right?
Avery won't miss a thing.
Yeah.
She never does.
She's not even here, and you're already going at her. All right.
It's easier that way.
When you're not here, you can't defend yourself.
It's true.
You're lucky. You're lucky you weren't taking votes for who's going to jump off the cliff, because Avery was going to be it.
Nobody's jumping off the damn cliff.
We didn't vote.
It's crazy that your food poisoning made her sleep 2 days in a row.
That's it. Chevy's going off the cliff. Where's that cave, Chevy?
I see it!
So you guys are heading toward the cliffs and the contraption, the elevator that goes up and down.
The lift. Yeah.
You guys go over toward the lift and find. Ooh, pardon me. You find
Chevy
there's,
takes a swan dive.
there's people that operate it.
No.
Do a roll.
Come
Go
walking
flip,
up.
Chevy.
They're just kind
Sorry.
of standing there. You see horses and they're
How big is
attached to
how big is
pulleys
this
and
lift?
such.
How big is the platform?
The platform itself is probably about 15 by 10.
Is there stairs, or is it just the lift?
You can see stairs.
They go down the entire distance.
You look down and yeah, they seem to curve back and forth and
Okay.
go down the side of the cliff.
Well, where was the cave? It's not down there, is it?
Did you listen to the boy who you bribed?
He said it's
I didn't
it's
bribe him.
down that way, and he pointed north.
Down by the docks.
Okay.
Like, down by the docks.
Gotcha. Places he shouldn't have
I
been.
mean, I wasn't even there.
Yes.
Dan, take notes or something.
Definitely where he should not have been.
Yep. So you guys go
But
heading
sleep
down
with
the
Chevy
stairs.
tonight?
Depends. You may be looking for a cave all night.
So you guys going downstairs, or you're going to ask about the lift?
I'm walking down the stairs.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
thing feels weird to me.
All right. So you guys are about halfway down the stairs when you do see the lift go down, and people start putting just looks like cargo from
I was gonna say,
the dock
Sure.
onto
Less
it.
of a people lift and more of a cargo
Mhm.
lift.
It does seem like it might be more of a cargo lift. So you guys get down to the docks themselves, and you can see the docks are built way up, but then as they go out, they come down toward the water. And it seems like they've anchored it with stone and all kinds of things down into the water so that they can actually have the ships a little further out. That way they don't get dashed against rocks, which there's quite a few. The cliff isn't completely sheer, but it's quite sheer over here. There's some rocks that go in either direction that, maybe somebody could kind of hopscotch across. There's a little bit of a walkway to the north, and there's a little bit of a walkway to the south, but, if the tide came in, it would be over that, and you would just have rocks that are jagged out from it. You can also see where they've got a space built into the cliff. It looks like that maybe the harbor master stays in and such. So what do you guys do? You guys gonna go try taking the path?
Looking up from here, where's the lighthouse?
The lighthouse is above and a little to the north.
I think I'm assuming you conveyed the information because I'm going to walk north, the path that heads north.
Okay. So you can see where a kid could have easily kind of gone along this path for a little ways. And as you get a decent distance from the dock, you realize that he would have had to do a little climbing because you're not seeing any kind of caves or anything. And you can see where, he wouldn't want his mom to know he had definitely come through here. A halfling child might have been able to easily grab a hold of some stuff, but you guys are going to have to make some climbing checks. Not you. Once you get to a certain point.
I mean, I think we all need to go into the cave.
I'll take a rope up, secure it onto the, a stalagmite that's there by the entrance to the cave.
Okay, so you're going to continue until you find the entrance to the cave.
Yeah.
Because once you guys got to start climbing, you don't see a cave yet.
Yeah, I'll climb until I find it.
Okay. You gonna tell everybody to wait?
Yeah.
All right, so you continue on. It's a good distance. Once the cliffs start curving back and more out of sight of the docks, you finally find a cave.
Okay, if I turn around, what's the distance between me and everybody else?
You can't even see them because they'd be around the corner, around the curve. And you've probably gone 200, 300, 400 feet.
Okay. I'll scurry back that way.
Okay.
Yeah, the cave's up here. You just gotta climb around this corner.
There's a few spots where they wouldn't have to climb, they could walk, but not a lot of them.
Yep.
This kid was probably doing a lot of
Yeah.
bad stuff doing this.
Things he was not supposed to do.
He probably got from this ledge, climbed over, got to that ledge, walked a little ways, and went, "Oh, I see another one. I'm going to climb over there," and just
Yep.
kept going, and then realized, "Oh, I'm really far from the docks."
I will take rope and essentially make a, from one platform to the next. Okay, we're going to climb to here, and I'll assist everyone as they come across.
All right, give me some climb checks, guys.
Athletics?
Yes.
That's a good, Esteban. You did good.
25.
Natural one.
Uh-oh. Same.
Does it help that I'm also the same size as the kid?
I mean, yeah, but not with a natural one. What did you get, Esteban?
A 30.
A 30. Nice. Okay.
Wait, where are the cats?
They are coming.
Okay.
I'm not helping them across.
They can like
They should be
teleport, right?
able
There's
to,
laser
yeah.
beasts.
That's not how that works.
They displace.
They just, I mean,
And they beast.
blink.
Yeah, they kind of blink in and out or have an illusion of themselves.
I've seen cats climb shit they're not supposed to climb. They'll be just fine.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And then they can't climb things they should be able to too. So
Correct.
Your Nayla has a reroll.
Oh, great. Thank you to whomever that was.
Laura.
Laura.
Thanks, Laura.
All right.
Natural one again.
No, a 9
Okay.
plus 3. 12.
Well, all right.
Sunshine has a reroll.
Oh, Sunshine does too.
Because I rolled a 1.
rolled for fun.
Definitely gonna use that. I have a 23 now. Does that help?
That does.
I rolled 2 1s on my die this time.
All right, so you guys get across. You start moving across, and you guys finally come to this cave, and you can see this area. It looks like about 10, 15 feet across. It actually has more of a where you would go in with a boat type of feel to it, and you can see this tiny little crack that maybe you could fit through to the side of it, but everybody else would need to go to the larger opening on the other side of the water. So which one do you guys want to do?
I mean, if she's the only one going through the tiny crack, I think we all should probably go through the big crack.
Agreed.
So you're gonna go with them.
I am.
Okay.
There's a green guy in there, okay?
There's
We
a
don't know where.
big green
The
guy in
last
there.
thing I need is to get stuck in a tiny crack.
All right. What's the marching
green guy.
order? What's our marching order coming in here?
I'll go first.
Okay, several.
I'll go second.
Sunshine,
I'll go behind Sunshine.
Chevy.
I'll be behind Chevy.
Where am I in here? There it is. Your name, and then Esteban bringing up the rear.
Esteban in the
Yes.
rear.
No, don't make anything of it.
Too late.
Yep, too late. They already did. All right, so you guys are coming in here. We're gonna put several. Sunshine, Chevy.
8-foot tall Chevy.
Yeah,
I can
right.
see him over the top of the rock.
Good grief.
Why is there mini?
Why is your mini so
It's
large?
the platform is like a double thickness for some reason because of the name on the bottom of the platform. I don't know.
He just wanted to stand above everyone.
Head and shoulders.
Literally. All right. So as you guys come in to this cave, head and shoulders. Literally, yeah. All right.
He's not really that tall. He's just.
I'm only 6 foot tall in real life.
No, you're not.
Like, well, in the game's real life.
Oh, okay.
In real life, in real life,
You're not.
the player is not. Yeah.
Look,
We're mixing, crossing
Yeah.
the streams here.
look. We're not supposed to talk
Don't
about
cross
him
streams.
in real life.
Yeah.
He's sensitive about it.
All right. So as you walk in, that nobody's doing anything in particular, just walking right in. So that is going to be initiative
Yay!
immediately.
Fighty time.
Listen, we knew there was a.
Ooh.
Okay, well, apparently I didn't know there was a.
Of course, I can do that. Can't climb a dang rock face.
I can't do either. Just in case you didn't notice that, that's a I'm last.
Again?
That's 2 in a row for you. That's bad news.
I mean, there was the one in between.
I'm glad you don't have to roll dice to actually heal people. That'd be terrible.
Well,
Like to
there's
touch
the
them.
damage dice, right?
There we
To
go.
touch them.
All right. So
Roll
cast
to lay
heal.
your
Miss.
hands
Oh
on.
shit!
all right. Who's got over a 30?
I have a 33.
I have a 37 with a natural 20.
Dang, get
Ooh.
wrecked.
I believe you go first.
And
Maybe.
33 for silver.
Yep.
And what do we have next? Let's see. 25 to 30.
25.
I'm at a 32. I'm sorry.
That's above 30.
I know.
Oh. Borrowing some dice, huh?
Yeah, my
25
sword does
for me.
2d8. I only have
And 25
one.
for Chevy.
Why doesn't it do 12s?
Actually,
What
no.
was your total there, Sunshine?
17.
one?
With a natural 1.
Because a sword that does 12 takes 2 hands
Did
to
you forget
use.
to add yourself?
Yeah,
I don't fight like that.
All right.
I'm 34.
You're 34.
Yeah,
Esteban forgot about himself.
I forgot to add.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm having an off day, okay?
Apparently.
Oh shit! I'm actually at 35 because I have a +2 to my initiative. I'm sorry.
That's what I forgot to
Damn it,
add.
several. I just switched that.
Actually, I have a 39 because fuck several.
Wait, what do you gotta jump over me for?
Hey, guess what? Guess what? I'm still last.
I know. All right, so
You're still first.
I am still first.
Nayla,
But not
can't
if you
quite
jumped
see
me
what's
with the
going on
39.
as you are
I mean,
still
like I am like way
outside.
back in the back.
You are, but you, have
you're
range.
kind of behind at the moment.
I know,
You're
but I
kind of. You haven't even gotten into
the
the
thing, yeah.
doorway yet.
You don't
when,
even know what's going on.
Right.
When Sivril walks in, and immediately there is a shot at him, which is a natural 20.
Bullshit.
And that is going to be.
I'm gonna use my skull bones and make you roll that.
Wrong game.
Damn.
That's wrong dice. Hang on.
That is your
Gotta
yesterday.
look in my mimic here.
Several always gets the good words. Evil, always.
That is only 4 damage as a crossbow bolt slams into your right shoulder. And
Sunshine! What the fuck?
from the front, not from behind.
Oh, never mind.
All right. And let me-
Try me.
we're gonna use this one here.
I can't. That's why I go last.
All
I
right.
didn't shoot you. I have a sword now. I will stab
and
you.
The other one you hear, so you get slammed with a crossbow bolt, and then you hear the sound that you've heard many times growing up in the Crimson Grove. You hear the sound of a bowstring snapping as it goes. And you see the other
Sorry.
guy over there it snaps in half. What you guys see as it becomes your turn, Sivril, you see a human that hit you with the crossbow bolt across the way there on that stone bridge, and he has got this kind of just greenish tint to him. He looks sick, he doesn't look right, and the elf across the way also has the same look to him. I believe I gave Jinx some pictures. He'll give you guys a visual here in a little bit. So with that, what are you doing?
Well, first of all, the one that shot me with the crossbow, when I roll initiative,
I
you're
hate to
before me,
interrupt,
aren't you?
But I didn't actually do anything.
Yeah, you hear the him,
like, wait.
the Sunshine. What the? I mean,
Hey.
you can go try to squeeze up in between everybody if you want, or you can wait and see what's
I'm just
going
gonna
on.
hold, but
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to say it.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold all of my actions until like we maybe move a little more
Sure.
into the room.
All right.
So when I roll initiative, the guy who shot me, he needs to. I'm rolling for demoralize for battle cry.
Okay.
so-
and what's the range on that?
There is no range.
Okay.
It's within line of sight.
All right.
The range is fuck you.
Yeah, fuck him. I rolled a 19. That's a
All the range.
30. Nope. That's a 48.
Okay. That's a critical.
So he's frightened 2.
Does it come with a mandatory pucker, or is that an optional feature?
I think he's
Optional
required
feature.
to pucker at this point.
I believe that is a definite pucker.
I will take my first action and stride to the gentleman on the stone bridge.
Let's see if I can find it here. She didn't put them back in alphabetical order. Aw, damn it.
Oh yeah, no.
Why didn't you put them back in alphabetical order?
Because fuck you.
Ah, apparently.
So you're looking for the fucked ring? 'Cause
Oh, no.
I didn't have the fucked ring in there. I got the doomed ring. I didn't know that was an actual.
We actually have a
Condition.
ring for frightened. Here we go. That guy right there.
Well, that's
All
cool.
right, and you are striding over. So,
40 feet
Oh
of
my
movement.
gosh.
so 35 right there. 40.
Love
Get
that.
you there. All right.
We are going to use snagging strike.
You guys got a little peek there. You can see the new Sunshine model peeking out.
Wait,
She's
what
getting ready to
causes
do her
doomed?
runway walk.
Doomed is a condition that allows when you go to.
I know, but what causes it?
There are spells and stuff that cause doomed.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's not good.
Later, I can take
No.
feats that save me from dying, but I get a doomed condition.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a 29.
not good.
29.
Better than
29,
death.
29, crazy. That will hit.
Marginal.
Good.
Doomed makes it easier for you to die.
So does dying.
Dying makes it easier.
Dying
to
makes
die
it super
faster.
easy to die.
18 slashing and 4 spirit damage. Fuck you.
Hey, don't take those feats, because to keep you from dying is right here.
You take those feats.
And then I will activate Dueling Parry as I shift my position to a more advantageous way around him. And that's me. So I
Checking here.
drag
All
my
right.
blade across his front and I shove his shoulder so he's kind of slightly off guard. So now he's off guard and frightened.
All right. He gets shoved and he's like, get out. And looks like he might be coming back at you. Esteban, that brings us to you next.
Am I the
You are
feather
at the
in the
very
back?
back.
All right. Can we
You're
move?
still technically kind of climbing
Feather
over.
in the back.
All right.
He's the one little duck.
Yeah, the little duck. Well, I want to get onto the bridge.
Okay, so where'd I put my Esteban model since I'm not there yet?
Look, that happens a lot. Everyone forgets me.
All right, so you want to try to get out there. What is your movement speed?
Normal.
25.
Yes.
Normal.
So kind of squeezing through everybody, you can get to about right in front of Sunshine
Yeah, excuse
with
me,
one
pardon me.
movement.
Yep.
Excuse me, pardon me, thank you. Coming through.
So that was one action. For the other two, I'm going to do Courageous Anthem and Rallying Anthem
Okay.
in a combined song.
All
Basically,
right.
I'm doing both of them because I can. And each of them count as an action. So you get a combined effect of all your allies, and you gain a +1 status bonus to AC and saving throws, as well as resistance equal to half the spell's rank and physical damage. So it's a cantrip 5, so I guess it'll be a 2.
All right.
And then Courageous Anthem does +1 status bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saving versus fear, and the hat applies too. So that's actually a +2.
Love it.
So we have a total of +3 to attack rolls now? Am I understanding that correct?
You get a +2 to attack rolls, and you get a +1 to your AC.
Oh, +1 to the AC. Okay.
Yep.
So you have your normal Inspired Courage or like Rallying Anthem or whatever it is now, Heroic Anthem. You have that running. It's doubled with his hat. And then you have the +1 to your AC from his Inspire.
The courage.
Yeah, the Courage.
Gotcha.
So
Sorry,
I'm like,
I'm-
kick his ass and don't suck. You guys got it. Woo! You know, and hat.
And
that's it.
And hat.
And now it's someone else's turn.
So you push through everybody just to sing.
Just to cheer.
Gotcha. As Howard appears beside you. You're like, you push through everybody just to sing.
I wanted to make sure everyone's at range.
All right, so that brings us then to Chevy.
I will stride as far as I can, 35 feet. Sorry, 30 feet.
This will be 30.
And then second action to tumble through, so using the distance for tumble through to get to the opposite side of this person here.
Okay, how much distance do you get for that?
Tumble through is the full stride distance,
Okay.
but then
So
just moving through
second.
an enemy. Yep. And then acrobatics to do that tumble through gives me a 16, 20, 36 to tumble
All
through.
right, you get it through.
Okay. That gives me panache, and then I will do confident finisher to get out right through them. So That is 9. Where's my weapon? Plus 18, 27, 28, 29 to hit.
All right, that will hit.
Awesome. That's 66.
That sound that everyone loves.
Yes.
Yep. Well, it's not a crit, but
Unless it's coming to you.
Ah,
Right.
that's true.
Getting a good view of our little our battle area here.
27.
27. All right.
And that's my turn.
Get your card.
Yep,
All
I
right.
added it.
So, Ernela, you can pretty much see right past sunshine now as you're peeking in there. Would you like to go in?
Yes. Let's move. Can I move in enough to where I am straight across from the guy that
Here.
over there?
What's your speed?
30.
30. So, but you, right here on the wood here, you can
Love that.
on their little dock-looking area right there.
Beautiful.
Right
okay.
there in one movement.
Perfect. Now I'm going to shoot with my whatever that was called.
So you gotta kind of
The
poking your hands through the
Yes.
rails.
Yeah, the paired shot.
Hopefully we'll get your figure here soon. Did you send your color scheme to Barnabas?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
All right. So with the double barrel pistol, it's a 26.
All right, that will hit.
Perfect. And then the other is a 15.
15 will not.
Yeah, I didn't think.
And you're shooting the one across the way.
I
right?
am. Yep. Oops, I didn't do that many. Let me do that again.
Were you able to show us what they looked like there,
I do have it
Jinx?
up for a minute.
Okay, I didn't
It'll
know
come
if
back
you
up
guys
for a
could
few
see.
minutes.
Okay. All right, so she's shooting the elf.
8 points of damage.
8. All right.
Did you remember your bard?
I didn't. 10 points of damage. Sorry.
Look, do we need to make a sign?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably.
The Sims
Look, I'm new with this.
diamond.
No, you're fine. We used to have a
Alright.
sign, but we fired it.
It is on the stream now if anybody needs to.
There you go. If you want to see what these guys look like as you guys are.
Ookie
You guys
gookie.
are
Green guy.
It looks like he's having a bad skin day.
oh yeah. All right.
That's my turn.
I think that's the right one. But all right, so you guys. It is now Chevy went. Ernela took her turn, and now it is their turn. All right, so
I was gonna say it's my turn, but
nope.
nope.
They go
I'm
before you.
last.
At this rate, you may not even get a turn.
Hey. You didn't finish him in one turn.
I had to walk.
He is going to stab at Sivril. That is going to be a complete miss as he pulls out a short sword. He will use his last action to release a spore cloud around him.
Ew.
Going
So,
to-
just out of curiosity, what did he get when he tried to hit me?
19.
Okay. Because I have an effect if I am critically missed. So,
It's a 19 a critical miss.
my AC is a 30.
So, yes.
It's a critical miss.
So, my reaction creature within your reach critically fails a strike against you. I have dueling parry up. This is called dueling riposte. You elegantly counterattack against your flailing enemy, making a strike against or attempt to disarm the target creature. So I will get to strike him as he critically fails to hit me. That is...
So he lunges forward and misses and
Yes, indeed.
Gonna swing in from
That's
behind
a 38.
and bop him on the head.
Just barely do it, probably.
38
like with the handle of
is
it.
a crit.
Just barely do it.
Yeah,
Hello,
barely.
my child. Has just popped on.
So 20 slashing damage
All right.
and 12 spirit damage.
Because fuck your couch.
As he tries to attack, and I just take my hand as I kind of cut him off guard, and I just shove his hand to the side, and I take the blade across with his own momentum into his midsection, and I'll be like, "Now, Chevy, get him!"
And he will do that burst of releasing of a spore cloud, 15-foot burst. You guys need to make me a fortitude save. And as a reaction to falling below a certain amount of hit points, he kind of looks like he melts
Gross.
into the algae and the mold and such of the ground and seems to kind of disappear. This guy
That
disappears.
was only a 15 on my fortitude save.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
It was a 2 on the die. Yeah.
Womp womp.
That's not good.
I have a 34.
Hey, that's a little
Oh,
better.
did you hear that, Seek? Somebody just did your favorite thing. She womp womps me all the time.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I was womp womping Chevy.
So,
It's fine. Yeah, it must be a thing. All right,
That's the
so
thing.
that is
Womp womp.
you are going to take 11 points of poison damage, and you are sickened 1. I'm pretty sure I have one in here.
I have
There is,
resistance 2 to
somewhere.
poison, so you said it was 11 points of poison damage?
Mhm.
So that's 9 points that I'll take.
It sure is.
Thank
Can't
you,
find my
arachnid armor.
sickened.
If I can get it to.
Oh, no, that's not it. I'm looking. See, if they were in alphabetical order, this would be so much faster. I'm gonna have to do that later.
Fine, hand them down here. I'll put them in alphabetical order while I wait for my turn.
That will never
Well, I'm
come.
trying to find sickened at the moment. Give me a minute.
I
Oh,
know.
there
I
it
missed
is.
the second part there. It was the damage, and then I am sickened 1. Is that what you
Sickened
said?
1, yep.
Second
Yep.
one.
Okay, and these
Yep.
and these two are. She can put them in alphabetical order for me.
You need a little tray instead
I
of
know.
whatever
I'm
this
gonna
is.
get one. All right. So
Yes.
sickened on Chevy.
You were so sick you almost fell off the bridge.
Oh,
Sickened. All right. And you made your save, yes? What'd you get?
Me? 34.
Yeah, you did. So you are taking.
Is there anything for a critical success?
No, there's not.
Bullshit,
It
there's
just
not.
says fort save, or you don't take anything. So, all right. So that's his turn. The other guy, quickly, in elf fashion, as part of his strike, he gets to just restring, and he restrings, and he is going to take a shot as well at Sivril. Even though he got shot by you, Irnela, you got a little bit of cover there. Sivril, that's a 30 to hit you.
That is my AC.
And where's that? That is 8 points of piercing damage.
You got it. So it's 6 points because of my resistance from Esteban.
And he got you in your left knee.
My left knee.
He just took an arrow to the knee, guys.
It's time to retire and open a bar.
And if any of you actually understand what took an arrow to the knee stands for, though, it's even funnier.
well, technically, he did. Never mind.
So, that was that one. Let's see. He's going to take another shot. We're going to go with. We're going to take a shot at Chevy there. Oh, that is probably not going to hit with a 21.
Nope.
Okay. So that will miss. And he is going to. He goes right here. And then just right up the wall. He's actually kind of standing opposite right here.
What the heck?
All right,
Is it
that
my turn
is
yet?
their turn. It is finally Sunshine, it's your turn.
Okay. So, he looks like an elf, right?
Yes.
I would assume he has bones. How far is to the edge?
He's right here and out of your sight.
Out of my sight?
Yeah, you're gonna have to move up a little bit to see him. You've got walls in your way right here. But you do have a little bit of a stair up. A little bit of an easy way up if you wanted to go up.
Oh no, he just has to be within 100 feet of me.
Okay.
I guess I have to have a visual of him, right?
Mhm.
Fine, I will move to where I can see him.
Okay. You move up here,
Yep.
and that will give you enough visual.
Make a fortitude save.
Okay. Fortune is on this guy.
I
That
reach
is
my
a
I reach my
23.
hand out into a claw of sorts and grab him. He fails. Like I'm grabbing hold of him and clench my fists. He is taking a shit ton of damage. Holy crap. Not really a shit ton, but
Like 3.
no.
Like 13.
It's 17.
Six.
19.
17, 19. 19
Uh-huh.
points damage.
It is
Alright.
bludgeoning damage. And since he failed, the target takes full damage and is enfeebled 1.
Oh, shit.
You're gonna have to hand me that one.
I'll look, you read.
Here. That's it. That's a 2-action spell. He's enfeebled. If I cast it by 3-action one, I could make him walk, but can't.
Get over here.
Alright.
Yeah, walk off a cliff, bitch.
It's not very
Drop
sunshiny.
yourself. Drop
By the head. By the way, that was a bone shaker.
Alright. He's enfeebled.
He
All
sure
right.
is.
That brings us to the top of the order. Nayla. This guy's kind of just hanging off the wall here.
Well, he
that you
looks
shot at before. He's just kind of hanging like this.
like an easy target.
Bang, bang, bang.
He looks.
So I will try to paired shot him again. Jesus, or not. 27,
27 will hit.
and the other one is a 13.
That will not hit.
Yeah. Six points of damage.
6 points of damage.
So it's like ba-bam! And goes.
Right.
Actually, 6 points is, not tiny bit.
You shoot and you hit him center mass. You see this like eruption of just some greenish goo come out, almost like you shot him and popped some large cyst or chemical. Just like starts oozing out of him and dripping down. And who speaks Elven other than the elves? Anyone?
It's a love language, so Esteban better.
I think I do.
Yeah, it's one of
If
the
not, I'll learn
romance
it.
languages.
Sure is.
So you do speak Elven?
Let me look.
I
Yes,
do not.
I do. I speak 3 languages.
Okay, you guys hear him in Elven say, "You don't belong, get out!" And
Get to the chopper.
wow. Several. You're up after Nayla. You
Yep.
have one more action there, don't you, Nayla?
I'm gonna dry heave.
You're dry heaving.
That was gross.
So the guy that was between Chevy and I is gone, correct?
Yes. He
Correct.
seemed to just disappear.
Yeah, sure he did.
Seemed. Looks clear.
Yeah, looks clear. I'm going to come back towards Sunshine.
Okay.
Can I double move and get to the guy on the top?
Yes, you can. So you're gonna go hang off the wall with him
Yeah.
like this. All right. So you two are hanging off the wall. You can double move and get right up there by him.
Love that for me. We're gonna get right up there, and we're going to do snagging strike to leave him off guard.
Okay.
That is a 37.
That will crit.
25 points of slashing damage, and 8 points of spirit damage.
All right. As a reaction, he seems to melt into the algae and mold of the wall as well.
Bullshit.
Esteban.
Well, I was going to attack, but since everyone is just melting, I am going to do the same thing I did before. Minus the move. Actually, my move action, I am going to smack the duck in the back of the head.
One action, you're smacking the deck. Roll to hit.
I miss.
You
I rolled a
probably
4.
You probably would have
Yeah, you
missed
definitely missed.
anyways.
Yeah, look, you know.
You swatted a little too high.
I'm
All
sorry,
right.
you're short.
Chevy, are you doing anything?
Gonna throw up to get rid of your sickness.
Yeah, I'll it says I can spend an action to retch.
Yep.
And try to reduce the sicken value, so I'll do that for the fortitude save here. That's a 19 plus 12, 13, 14. So that's a 25.
You're
Yeah.
good. You're able to heave it out. You kind of
Plus the
aim
two,
it
yeah,
down
25.
into the ocean water that's, slowly moving in and out of this cave.
Cool.
Or do you aim it at the stones right there?
Well, I was gonna aim it at several, but he moved, so.
Yeah.
And then I'll just hold my other 2 actions.
Okay. All right. So that brings us then to their turn. Okay. All right. Yep, that brings you guys out of combat.
Okay.
Okay.
They do not reappear.
You know they're not done, right?
Well, I have an innate sense, like, if they're still here, I would see them.
Oh.
So
Are they still here?
They seem to be gone.
Oh. Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Right.
That was kind of anticlimactic.
It was. Can I look and see if there's any glowing stones visible?
They're not, but
Oh,
there is
what the
definitely another tunnel that leads to here.
Well,
Kind of follows the path of the water that goes into this place. Yay! In alphabetical order. I'm so excited.
in reverse alphabetical order, just to fuck you up.
Well, that's easy to fix.
It might be.
Yeah, no, it's easy to fix because, they're on these and I can just be like, oh, look there.
It's alphabetical order from the middle out.
Now, if she did that, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, what the fuck? All right.
so I guess we need to go further in if there's not any visual.
Sure.
So you guys go creeping forward, heading on into this place.
Indeed.
Hang on. I lost my spot. Where'd it go? Pulled these guys out of here and where's that? Why are you flipped over? Oh, that's probably why. I have a whole section missing here. Hang on. All right, so you
What?
guys, yeah. Is that it?
Okay.
Page. That's not the page I'm missing. I'm missing.
So there's more path down across the stone bridge, you said?
No,
Or-
like straight past the stone bridge.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, same marching order, or would
Yeah, that's
somebody like to be up closer up front?
I'll go in first. It'll make no difference to me.
Oh, I was asking if any of them would like to go behind you, or...
No, I'll go. I'll break up the rear as normal.
I'm just gonna pat myself on the head a little bit.
Yeah, because it was right there.
Thank you. Okay.
Chevy, would you like to go before me, or would you... Or in case something else happens?
Yeah, I will need a marching order.
Yeah, I can go in front of you.
Gotta record these guys' hit points here.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. They're gone.
They are. They're not in that room anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I have blind fight, and it says I have the ability to sense invisible creatures. So if they're gone, I would know.
They're mucky muck.
They are gone. They melted into the mold and algae.
Yeah, I melt too.
Not touching that one.
All right, so marching order.
Moving with purpose.
You said who's in marching? Who's what in marching order?
I'm
Guys?
first.
You're first. Got Sivril, then
Me, I guess.
Chevy. Sivril, Chevy. Same order we were in before, almost.
Uh-huh. I'll go after Chevy.
Okay, Sunshine, and
Or I'll put Nerla in front of me.
Okay. I'm
so
fine.
she can shoot.
your Nayla, Sunshine, and then Esteban bringing up the rear.
Yes.
Esteban in the rear again.
It seems to work out.
Apparently. Especially when you put it like that. Alright. So, pardon me, I can't hardly breathe out of one side of my nose. So you guys continue along this cave. You're following the water as it looks like they've got it. It's wide enough to bring probably a rowboat from a ship in. And it kind of curves, and as you guys are coming around, it is a much darker water. And the water is not this ocean blue anymore. You're finding that it's turned to this almost brackish green
Ew.
and black as you're getting to a certain point.
Gross.
This.
Definitely.
Pick up this one. Oh, and I dropped
The
something.
cliff is falling apart.
No, we had an avalanche. And
Sorry.
you guys are coming through. It's been kind of dark, but you have Sunshine's light.
I was gonna say.
And you start seeing a kind of a glow up ahead. And you have the water seems to be coming to an end. And you have tide pools and such of this greenish, brackish, nasty looking, almost glowing water.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
And as you come to that,
Kill it with fire.
you can
I mean,
see
what?
this large cistern type circle down into the ground as you're passing up where they would be able to bring a boat. The cistern like hole in the ground, and you have a bunch of barrels and sacks, and looks like some kind of cache of maybe smuggler's loot toward that cistern. And
Is it moldy?
You hear this voice come from almost the walls.
Oh no.
And near that cistern, it's very glowy. You hear, "You'll not find treasure here. You'll find naught but death. And
Davey.
you will find nothing but loss and sickness. Leave now. Get out.
Are we rolling initiative again?
She's waiting to see what we're gonna do.
No can do, guy. We're here to
Say,
Look,
we're not here for treasure.
we're here to clean out this nasty rock situation you got going on.
that's all. We don't want your treasure.
He doesn't have treasure.
He has nasty glowing rocks.
Do we see nasty glowing rocks?
You see something glowing from the hole in the floor
Yeah,
of the large cistern-like hole.
Why are you here?
To keep others from touching what will kill.
Oh. How did a small boy end up with it?
There's a pause, a long pause.
Whatever sense motive is now.
Perception.
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 It's been a minute. My brain's off. 30.
30.
Somebody's
Um,
sleeping on the job.
He's probably, whatever that voice is probably going, wait, what? A boy?
Yeah, we got this rock from some kid up in the town. I believe this is yours.
I take it out and I open it. It made him sick. It's making others sick. It's poisoning the water. It's killing the town.
Slowly, but
Yes,
Still.
very slowly.
I mean, not too slowly. He got the rock yesterday and was sick today.
Well, yes, but
it's tainting the waters.
the town isn't intruding upon your space. In fact, if he didn't get the rock and get sick, then we wouldn't have been here and you would have been left alone.
I think Jinx actually put this guy up earlier. He was supposed to put the other one, but that's okay. The picture you guys saw with the beard and such, that is the one that just kind of reverse melts.
Oh, great.
Near that cistern hole.
He just like
He just kind of
reconstitutes.
appears. He reconstitutes. But he was not one of the ones you were fighting. There were other pictures that I'd given him.
Damn it, Jinx.
Got him out of order.
Yeah, you had him out of order.
Can't get good help nowadays.
Yeah, we got his Jinx, and he works for free.
Yeah.
You haven't answered my question.
Or mine, if I ask one.
How did a small boy end up with a dangerous rock?
You didn't offer to pay him 5 silver per question.
I'm not going to pay this guy 5 silver for a question.
I'm Captain Voro Shank.
Again.
And he stands up. This is a human about 6'2", 6'3". He says, and I can't tell you how a child got in here. Apparently my scouts missed it. Kind of gives a glance off to the side and looks angrily. But you can't do anything to destroy these. It makes it worse.
Who said we're gonna destroy them? There
And
are
if
other
you
options.
carry them, you'll end up like me.
So
There are options.
We have there are rituals we can do. We can put them in a pocket dimension and destroy them there, so it won't affect anything around it. You know. How long have you been this way?
Kind of looks down at his arm. Looks at his hand. I don't know.
If we could reverse it, would that bring you peace? Because you are here, you are doing this to protect people from the curse, effectively. You don't want to hurt people on purpose. You're trying to drive them away so they don't fall victim to it. Is that a good assumption? That's what it feels like. I don't think your intentions are evil or dark in any way. You just are like, go away, because I don't want you to suffer the same fate that you, as a good captain, and your crew, I assume they're your crew, or were, fell victim to long ago.
Can you fix it?
We will certainly try.
If you can fix me and my crew, then I'll let you take the stones.
Yeah,
Because if you can fix us, then you could fix what those do. But you're going to have to prove that you can fix us first.
It will take a little time.
I step forward. I don't touch him. I just start looking. Medicine. $26. Yeah, I pretty much just walk up to him and start looking him over. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Long-term exposure to uranium.
So, yeah, he's definitely got long-term exposure. You're not quite sure how long, but it's definitely been a kind of a slow process creeping into them. It's more of a magical sickness than or magical poisoning, almost.
Pretty sure to fix you, we'll have to fix the rocks. Because they are the source, and once they are taken care of, what is affecting you will diminish.
We've tried leaving here. It doesn't diminish it. It doesn't stop. Fix me and my crew, and then you can deal with the rocks.
Well,
that's the deal.
I need to see where the rocks are and around the area to determine the source of the illness.
They're the source. But if you can't fix us, then you can't fix the rocks.
I'm sorry, are you a cleric?
The boy in town was sick this morning, and the brother from the temple was seemingly able to help his sickness. Now, I know that was only one day compared to the amount of time that you've been exposed, but it seems like, one, removing the source of the illness, and then two, maybe having some magical help with the cleric would at least diminish the illness here.
Can I have a bardic?
Sure. On.
The illness that is caused by
By Blightstone.
Blightstones.
Blightstone.
Go for it.
Uh, 24.
24. Alright, let me get it.
Well, the first step to figuring out how to fix them is to see the source.
Yeah, we know it's this. It's the stone.
I know, but around what they've been exposed to, how much, and
A lot.
oh my.
So, can we see the location of all the stones, just so we have a quantity, because it'll help in what we need to do.
Or is it just a big pile in the cistern?
He looks toward the cistern.
Does it hurt?
lots.
Are you suffering?
Yes.
I can end your suffering.
Right?
You could try.
I'm pretty effective.
I mean, if you cut him in half, you might, it might not actually kill him.
Is this thing granting you eternal life?
Actually, the whole deity war thing is kind of doing that too.
Can I see his crew members that he scoffed at and looked at?
No, you don't see them.
Where's your elf friend?
He is recovering.
Ask him how effective we are.
He'll be back.
I'm sure he will.
Sunshine, when you look toward the cistern as you walked up toward him, it is full of them. And it's about 20 feet across diameter. With a circle in the ground. There's water that kind of comes up over it, but
How deep is that?
at least as deep as it is wide. At least.
Esteban, you mentioned a ritual earlier. How hard would it be to just set up a ritual around this area and cleanse the whole area? Is that too much, or is it?
Nature. Knowledge.
You could do it here.
Yeah, we could do it here.
You already had gotten that one.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like,
What does it take to do the ritual?
yeah, what's it take to do the ritual? Is it as effective on one rock or all of them? I mean, what's the difference?
You could do the ritual around that cistern and possibly get them all.
Okay. Yeah.
You'd have to kind of dig through.
Yeah, we could do that. And we could do it around them at the same time. Do it all in one go. Or if you want, we could do it on you, Captain. Just in case.
How about we just gather everyone here and do the ritual?
You're gonna have to go see if they have the stuff in town. You need some components and such for
Yeah.
this ritual. But
Yeah. The reason I ask is, in case if something goes wrong, and I understand what you're doing, it's saying, but I want to spare any additional pain on the crew and the captain if I can. If it works on the captain, then it'll work on the crew. What I'm saying is we do it on him. He said him first. Captain always goes down with the ship. He volunteers first. That is what I am going with. That's what it feels like.
I don't think that it'll go away without these things going away.
No, yeah,
Personally.
they will go away too. We'll do it all at the same time, and then we can do everyone else. How many crew do you have that are afflicted? That you have contact
7
with?
are here.
Are the others out and about, or did they leave?
They're here.
Okay. Is it one of those you choose to left and they came back type thing?
Some left and then they came back. As it didn't lessen it.
Understood. So, let me go get supplies. We can cleanse you, the rocks, all of it in one go. And we'll do what we can. But I'm fairly certain that we can do this. And if he wants to, there's no bullshitting, I am being purely honest.
Come back with your supplies.
Do you need food or anything? Do you eat?
No.
Okay. You want any? You want a port? Ale?
No.
Okay. All right.
Herbal remedy.
Herbal remedy. Helps me on rough days. Give us some time. We will return.
He Melts.
All right. We have ingredients to get.
Yeah, we do.
And that's where we're going to pause for the day.
This is not bullshit. This is like. So, I want to do the. I want to help him, even though that they're bad. You know, they attacked us, but I don't want.
Nobody says they're bad.
Not bad, but you know, they're between a goo and a hard place. So. Look, if I was permanently goo, I would be.
Listen,
Goo
if
in a
we
hard
do,
place.
if we do the ritual, and it heals the captain, but he dies, do you think the rest of the crew is gonna just, like, yeah, sure, let's do that?
They might not be able to die. And if
Because
they're in
of
pain,
the
they're
rift,
suffering.
Yeah.
I'm all about ending pain and suffering.
It would be mercy.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, goo in a hard place. That's a new one.
Yeah. Not on the shirt.
Guys,
But if
come
he
and we
dies?
might have to. Between goo and a hard place, that'd be a funny shirt, actually. Guys, come
Next
and check us
episode
out
title.
again next Tuesday. Let's see if they can get them out of that goo in a hard place. And
Got next week's title.
Between
Right?
a goo and a hard place.
yes, we
between goo and a hard
do.
place. Yep, that's next week's title. Totally happening.
Somebody write that
And
shit down.
Check out Barnabas Brushes tomorrow, and Overwatch might be doing some streaming on Thursday. Yes.
Yes,
No?
maybe, probably, unless I pass out like I did
And
last
let's
Thursday.
get some critical knowledge on Fridays, guys. And of course, Monday, check out Bloodlords right here on Elite Encounters, and we will see you
Yes.
again on Tuesday.
Yeah, definitely check out Bloodlords. There were worms involved.
Oh,
Yeah. It's crazy.
bugs. Ew.
It's your fault.
Again,
was.
thank you.